Hello, everybody. My name is S3, and I just heard recently they just got shit on by a top 500 group. Well, by a Pred Wraith. Well, this is the first episode of Back to the Lobby. We are going to basically talk about a bunch of things, a bunch of animes. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about the top 5 animes. And we're going to introduce our guest here. We got our boy, Jag. Sup, Jag? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you. And this is Ark.
Hello, hello.
Yes, welcome.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, bro. I love being in the lobby.
I know, the lobby is just a great place to be.
I
Lobby
mean,
is
it's
just a great place.
to be.
Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's just a great place to be. So,
I feel safer here, you know?
oh my god, you don't have to get absolutely dog walked on by a wraith.
Oh,
Of course, like, what else can I say? So, like I told the crowd a little bit earlier, we are going to be talking about our top 5 animes, and we're going to start with number 5. So, will everyone get their images ready?
Give me 1 second. All right.
Alright. So, we're all going to go down on the top 5. Number 5,
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Crap, that did not say.
Got him.
You're right. Oh, no way, Art. Oh,
Yo.
You
You forgot
Mine-
about it? You forgot.
Dang.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Wait, don't send more. Don't send more yet. Don't send more.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, no way, Trash.
Dude, that's why I was like, yo, London, the one you
No
just
way. You
Yeah.
watched that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
All right.
my God.
So
Alright.
do I start since mine is first, or how
Yeah,
do you
yours is
Yours is
first, so
first?
you get you're sending first. So
Okay, so
this is Jack.
okay, so do you want me to? Okay, do you guys know what this is, or should I explain?
Goblin
Yes.
Slayer.
Slayer.
Yes, it is the
Ooh,
Goblin
Lord,
Slayer. Wait, so
Slayer.
you both know what it is? Just
Yeah, we both know what it is.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the main reason I like this is first of all, like the MC, like it's hard to explain in a way because he doesn't have like BS powers. Like I know there's scenes where he gets, like maybe he'll survive something that a normal human probably shouldn't, but like he doesn't get like Natsu power-ups if you know who that is. Like there's
Yeah.
no friendship BS in the way of just like becoming super strong out of nowhere because his friends need him to pull through or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he kind of gives like I know it's cringe to say, but like Batman vibes in the way that like he uses utility and like actually plans stuff out like properly, and then also like it's an isekai, like not an isekai, but it feels like one, but you don't have like a weird MC who like got hit by a truck and got sent to another world, but it still gives you that vibe of like you're in a different world, you have your protagonist, they go to the Adventurers Guild and stuff, and I just kind of like that, so I feel like this was a safe number 5.
Okay. I do like the Goblin Slayer. I do like the pick because it's not an anime where everyone can just hop into and everyone will enjoy. It's not like a sit down, watch anime real quick and then hop off. This is like a really good one just because it's just murder, kill goblins with like
That's
bits
right,
of story.
like, that, I feel like it's a safe number 5 because of those reasons where it's like not everyone can watch it, so like it's a cool number 5, and then like I guess if you've watched anime long enough, like it's something enjoyable.
It's
I
something
guess.
enjoyable. So
Or what do you any
Hey, yo,
words on
I
this?
definitely agree. First, we got like a Bay sister. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Okay. The healer, as we call her, the redo of the healer, as I call her.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
but
no.
I like his like reasoning. He's like God of reasoning, not just like
Yeah.
out here choosing. Like his sister got like mauled up, so he's like,
Yeah.
I'll kill you all. So yeah, that's a safe pick right there. I like that.
yeah, I like it. I
Yes.
like it too. It's a fair top 5. Now you.
I'm up.
Yep.
Yes,
That's you.
Alright, okay. Alright. No, I don't know, because for me, mine was first, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Now it's you.
Alright. I went with Classroom of the Elite, and one of my favorite moments is this scene right here. Literally,
Oh,
this
yes.
scene right here is one of the ones like I will remember always. Like when I think of like this anime. Like this
Now,
is the first scene I think of when I think about this anime.
okay, hold on. Can you give me a little bit of context because I
Okay.
that's on my list of watching things, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
All I just know is
Basically,
this guy is just OP. That's all I know. The guy that blocked the
Yes,
stuff,
yes,
he's just
yes.
OP.
Yes. Okay, so basically it's a high school, right? And there's like different like levels. If you're in class A, you're like got like the smartest class. You're like top tier. You get like uh, everything is based off of points. Okay.
Yeah.
And you get points by like passing tests, exams. Like there's like real world like tests too, right? Like
Hmm.
everything in their life is a factor to how many points they get, basically. And there's like a entrance exam, and this homie right here passes with 50s,
Yeah.
so he did the bare minimum. And so like you ain't just gonna like pass with all 50s unless like you know what you're doing. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to win the class,
Okay.
and he's basically OP, knows exactly what he's doing, reads people like the back of his mind, and he could fight back. Clearly, he
Yeah.
won't be
Yeah.
a
He's clearly
pushover,
throwing
you know?
them hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can see that why that could be a very good five
Yeah.
because, like, this is a show I would definitely want to run into because just the aura around this, just like this dude is mostly all knowing. I do
And-
like those types of animes.
It's nice that you say aura because it's like an aura around him out all never like the mystery the aura of mystery is around him of all at like all times.
It's like, what is this man
Oh, for
doing,
sure.
bro?
Yeah.
I mean, so far from what I can tell from all our top fives, if you will, or number five, is like they all have low episode counts. If you guys know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
mine
Oh, yeah.
has 12 out. I'm not sure exactly how much Aoshi has. 12 or
24.
24.
yeah. So like they're all like remotely like not
Short.
the like biggest episode counts, which shows that like we're starting off at a good place where it's just like these shows can easily move up on the list if they want, but there's just not enough there yet. You guys
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely understand. It's like the short. All right.
My next one. Oof.
Now, my number five, Aoshi. Now, this was actually one of the recent animes I recently just picked back up. Wait, hold on. Does anyone know this anime?
Yeah, I
specifically?
know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is one of the recent animes that it was the when you pick up a new anime, most of the time I'm usually used to like a bunch of fighting scenes like Goblin Slayer, this, that, and the third. So I'm just used to that. Then I picked this one up and I was like, okay, I'm actually developed deep into the story because I love the main character. The main character isn't just god tier OP. He and I don't see him like too often so far. I haven't seen him just pull bullshit powers out of nowhere and just be like, okay, I'm now the greatest soccer player of all time.
Yeah.
And then he actually shows that his fall, like some of his false things, how his currently right now, if I'm not gonna do a lot of spoilers, but let's just say like the position he wants, he doesn't fully get yet. Like he's he's learning about the game of football, and it just fits right in to where like any normal player would be. They try to get into a place of area to learn, and then they would think that they're the top dog. Then they realize they get kicked down, and I love that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I haven't seen much of it, but from what I've seen of it, it looks like I don't know. I agree with you fully on the point where it's like not a super OP main character, and those are I feel like those are a dime a dozen now.
Yeah.
Every show is like how I became the strongest person in this world because I used this skill, and it's like, bro, like those are so boring. It feels like it's every single time.
Yeah.
Like that's why like any underdog story now feels more rare than like those OP like hero stories,
Yeah.
if you will.
I got Isekai, and now I can one punch everybody in existence. I'm like,
It's
okay,
like, bro,
sir.
I don't know what's happening in Japan, but I guess that's the vibe right now. Because like that's all they release.
It's always something random too. It wouldn't be like something like, one Punch Man. It's literally straight to the point. He one punches everybody. But then now it's just like, I transport into this new world, and now if I backhand somebody, they go straight to the Shadow Realm, and I'm just like,
Dude, honestly, no, it's like first I okay.
They go back to the lobby?
But
they go back to the lobby.
World and turned into a slime. But guess what? I'm the most busted slime.
Yeah.
For whatever
Yes.
reason.
Hey, that's
Yes.
the best slime there is. That's
Yeah.
my slime, you know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
just
like-
slime.
Okay,
Alright.
but to be honest, okay, the ones you guys said are actually pretty good. I thought you guys would be putting like some dog doo doo up here, but
You thought slime was gonna be on there?
Yeah.
slime isn't dog doo doo. Like I wouldn't have
I
said it.
like slime.
But like, dude, the picks after this are about to get real cringe.
All right. You ready? All right. You ready for the next one?
I didn't even say nothing about Awashi. What?
Let me get it ready real quick.
Yeah, I got mine ready.
Okay, I guess I don't say nothing about Awashi. Let's move on.
Wait, what do you? Oh, wait. Sorry.
No,
Alright.
we're moving on. No, I refuse.
Damn.
Let's go.
All right. Does
Dang.
anyone have their 4 ready?
Let me find it cool.
You just trying to find a cool photo?
Sure. Okay, I found one. I guess.
I got a photo. I just choose mine as a photo.
Mine's super edge lord, I guess.
All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. Art's up.
Oh!
Art getting this time. Okay, this is some
Oh my
spicy stuff going on in the next one.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Who's first on your guys' screen?
Mine is Art.
Me. For me, it's me.
London. Who is it for you?
It's Art.
Oh, okay. So Ark, you go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
I'm just sending it too
Alright.
slow. Goddamn.
This right here is one of my main mans from Code Geass right here.
Code Geass.
Do you guys know what Code Geass is?
I watched a little bit of it. I don't know I haven't watched all of it, but I still watch a pretty good amount.
To be honest, I have absolutely no idea. I know
I can explain a little bit. I can
Yeah,
explain.
you can explain a little bit.
All right, so Lelouch here, he's like royalty, right? And the royalty in like the empire is like kind of corrupt and stuff, and he wants to like get rid of them. So basically, he's just out here knocking down his own family, like his own like cousins, just like slaughtering them one at a time.
Like actual murder? Or
Yeah, murder.
why? Because they're evil.
They're basically evil. They kicked. Well, the main reason is like what they did to his family. You know, his his sister's like immobilized. You know, not that they did that. She was born with like a birth defect. Her legs didn't work or anything. But like his like family was basically cast aside.
Damn.
Basically, yeah. And so he's out here for revenge out here.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things is, as he playing chess, you know, is his like strategy. This is who Light Yagami from
That's
Death
dope.
Note
I can 100%
wishes
see
he
the
could be.
resemblance. I can 100%.
This is who he wishes he could be. Like, this man played everybody in the whole world. He basically did what Ayana Koji does on a bigger level,
Global scale.
on a global scale, on a national scale.
Dude, Light Yagami is pretty drippy. Like I might not have seen
Yeah,
that
but
show,
wait,
like-
I wrote something here. Light Yagami, but Lelouch would never sully his fingers with potato chip grease like that.
that is cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'll fuck with it.
Like, I have to, I know it's a popular show, so I can't really say much to it. It's just its animation bothers me. Is all I want.
Of course, there's one thing I hate above all else in this show, and it is the mechs. Because
Oh, of course.
if anybody knows me, they know I despise mechs above anything else. But in this show, I would say mechs are nowhere near like the main thing.
Okay.
So for that reason, this is the one and only show that will ever make it to my charts, just
Yeah.
despite being a mech. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any words on that, London, on his pick?
Honestly, it makes sense because here's the difference between his 5 and 4. It is like you literally just said, all right, with the number 5, literally you don't need. It's like okay, you can watch it if you want to. This show next, you just need a PhD at this point. You might as well upgrade.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen the show, but Ark so far has picked like the MCs that are like super, like I would say super hyper intelligence. I know everything about everything.
It kind of stays that way. All just
Well, it
Mostly.
doesn't.
I doubt it. I doubt it because we both know what's at your number 1.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Both
both.
think that guy knows
Yeah.
shit about
I'm
shit.
gonna say it does. I do like the intelligence one though. The intelligence is really cool. I love the whole turn on intelligence. Like, or someone's super fucking smart and you want to watch them outplay, because sometimes you don't even know, and then as soon as they explain it to you, they'll be like, "Oh shit, that's really
Okay,
smart."
I do like that when they just completely outplay someone, and then they have to dumb it down for the viewer. So
Yeah, that is crazy to me.
I will say,
what 100.
this man basically does lose in the end, which is
Yikes.
why it's like not one of those shows where the MC is like overpowered all of all, because this is a self-sacrificing man right here.
R.I.P. to anyone who hasn't seen the show, because the man just absolutely
Destroyed the. He wants to see the show. Well, GG's. Good luck.
It's self-sacrifice. He still.
Well,
wins
there's still some
in
smart
his-
things you can
in
do.
his
It's a
heart.
high intelligence show, so you like
He wins.
you'll know how it ends, but you want to know how
me
did it get
saying
there.
That to you means nothing, okay? I
Yeah.
mean, the only clip of this show that goes around is the final scene. So if
Yeah.
you haven't if you've heard about this show, then you know
Probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, who's next? Whose photo was next?
I'll go next just because I already went last time, just to kind of mix
Alright,
it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Blue Lock. Now again, same soccer premise. I'm not a whole entire sports type of guy. These are probably the only two sports ones that are on there. These are the only two. But these two caught my attention really quick. Like I said, Ashley was kind of like a comeback to anime phase, and that one I still love and enjoy. But Blue Lock, on the other hand, Blue Lock, as soon as I watched the first episode, it immediately just hooked, because it was if you guys haven't watched the start of the show, it literally shows him losing one of the games. I don't know. I forgot if it was a super important game. I just know that he lost that game because he didn't take the shot. He passed it to his teammate.
High school game.
Yeah, it was
they
a high school
go to the
game.
championships because they lost it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty major.
Yeah. That's a major part. And then immediately you hear this thing like the Blue Lock, this, that, and the third. I haven't even watched a new episode yet, so there could be more. I don't even know more down the line. But,
I think it just came out today.
Yeah, literally either just came out today or yesterday.
Number 2 or number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay.
So it's like it got me hooked. Like the guy wanted to win, and then introduce this new system, Blue Lock. I was like, okay, this is where the show came from. The man is sick. The man just straight up just is a straight villain. He just says, y'all want to win? Score as many goals as possible without touching the teammate, bruh. Just score. Drop I don't care if you drop 80 goals on them MFs and they score 12. Just drop more than them. That's it. And I'm like, damn.
Just for context, sake for me at least, I haven't seen the show, but I know what it's about. But wait, who the guy that's organizing Blue Lock is saying that?
Yeah, the guy organizing it.
Okay,
the guy that's like the poster boy of this whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Because they're trying to build Ronaldo or Messi. They're trying to build those type of guys, but they're straight focused on scoring goals. They could care less if they pass it to their teammate. They tell them not to. They just say to score.
Like I said, I haven't seen much of it, but to be honest, at least Art knows I'm not the biggest fan of sports anime, but this one actually looks like, I don't know, because it's not like your typical sports anime from what I've seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the typical one's
episode.
Yeah, the typical one is I'm a young kid picking up the ball for the first time, and I knew it was gonna be a tough road.
Oh my god! I just saw this guy on TV. I want to be like him.
Yeah, the only time I really let that type of show slide was Kiriko's Basketball. That was the only one I let slide.
All right, I wanted to comment on your last one.
All right.
About Aoshi. I guess it focuses in on this one too.
Yeah.
When you think about sports anime, usually you think Kuroko no Basket, right?
Yeah.
And I like these compared to that because of the huge difference. Because they're always they're overkill with the skills or whatever. You know, it's not even skills. It's just super natural at that point, right? That's not what should be in sports anime. It's these these two choices I like, but I kind of want to attack your second, your fourth choice, because have you read the manga? Is there a manga?
I
Have you read it?
I don't read manga at all.
Because there's and how many anime have you
I
in
don't
your
think
lifetime?
London's seen many. Not that
I'm
it's
not
important.
deep. Look, all I gotta say is I'm not crazy deep into anime as you think I am.
But like
I
more than five or less than five?
more than 5. 100% more than 5.
I just feel like this shouldn't be on there when it's like not like it's only like 2 episodes you've seen, because like I don't know if you've seen Vinland Saga, right?
Oh,
Amazing
yeah.
show, right?
Yeah,
It
it is.
deteriorates at the end. It deteriorates
Yeah.
so bad at the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
it does.
you don't know what's happening. You don't want to know. You just like end it now,
Yeah.
end it now.
Just so you can
Go
get
fight
it over
somebody.
with.
Go fight somebody, please. Bring the
No,
dead guy back.
but London gave us like the warning at the beginning, though. He was like, he
Yeah.
didn't fully prepare his
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
He
And
said,
he was
like,
gonna change
Yeah,
it.
well, like,
my,
I mean,
my thing
Arjun,
will change, but here's another thing as well. I am still like I haven't watched like some of the crazier top animes. Like My Hero Academia, I touched 5 episodes and dipped.
dude, bro,
It's fine.
It
It's fine. You
dipped.
don't need to watch that.
I hate. I don't. Maybe
ain't-
this is for another day, like the top least favorite. But
Oh,
it's fine.
that
that
will
you
be
didn't
it.
watch
That'll
more than
probably be
5
next episode, honestly.
It's fine. That you,
No, we can put it all here. It's all good.
Despise. Yeah, you hold that for next episode. Hold that. So yeah.
for me, I think it's fine that he picked Blue Lock because Arjun, there's like I want to say there's like 1 million people in the world right now that are saying Chainsaw Man is their favorite anime, and that favorite, and that has 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, they mostly all watched, read the manga though. To be
Yeah.
fair, because they've been the ones hyping it up, so they've been excited about it since the manga. The manga is why they like it.
Yeah. So
Nice.
So far, we've seen. Let me tell you, the best thing that's happened in this anime is one kick.
But that's in your opinion, though, right?
Okay, you can go watch it. I'm pretty sure you'll have the same opinion.
From what I've seen, it seems like a pretty good pick. I mean,
well, then you also have to realize the fact is it's only 3 episodes deep. The thing is, I'm a little bit on the side of short stories. Short stories makes it a little bit easier on my end because then I still don't have the crazy pressure of like, oh shit, that's another 2,000 episodes. I'll get to it later.
no, I agree with you on that. Sometimes One Piece, the show has too many episodes, and like you just want to watch like Blue Lock looks like there's okay. I might be wrong about this, but Blue Lock looks like there's a mini game in every episode. Am I right or wrong
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. There's like a little
task.
mini game or at least something to do. Yeah.
Yeah, like something like that. Where like, and I like shows like that don't require you to like freaking understand the AOT storyline to figure out what's going on in one episode. You know?
Yeah, you need to also have like a calculus degree. You also need to have a PhD in doctoring.
I forgot
to
that
learn about the
existed.
anime.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's fine. It's a fine pick. I do agree with Ark, where it's like it's only 3 episodes, so it's kind of weird to see it on a list. But if it's your pick, it's your pick. You know.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I can go on to mine. I guess it's
Yeah.
like clearly.
What
It
is
is-
that? I've never seen this.
You never seen
Yeah.
it? Oh, really? Huh? Let's get an explanation.
What
real
is this?
quick then.
Red, black,
It's-
white.
It's
yellow.
I mean,
green
There's a
clover.
story
It's
for purple.
it's green washing machine, right? Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I know.
I think
this
it's
is
a carrot.
I
know
think
this
it's
is a
carrot.
cringe pick, but like for me, it's like I know it's a cringe pick in the way that like it's a show. I don't want to say that because a lot of stuff on my list, but it's a good show in the fact that I wasn't into like I always liked anime, but halfway through high school I kind of stopped watching it because I was into like gaming and like other stuff at the time, so I kind of like had given up on watching anime like
Bro, I'm
daily
literally
or
going through that
weekly or
as we
monthly,
speak.
honestly.
Like goddamn.
Yeah. And then I met Ark, and he would always bring up this show. And then I remember during spring break, I just started watching, and I was like, "Yo, this is like pretty good." Like I got hooked, to be honest. I watched at that point there were 93 episodes. I watched it all over spring break, like 93 episodes. You know,
I was like,
I
damn,
was
bro,
like-
you binged it.
and I was like,
I'm out here
yeah.
weekly, you binged it.
I was like, and it was like it just felt like a new gen. Like I know this is cringy to say, but it felt like a new gen Naruto, where like like Wizard King can be compared to Hokage. This guy can be like compared to Naruto in
Like,
the way that he has.
for sure.
He has like a demon power inside or whatever and is like super underrated, and then like that just kind of like reignited like the whole I really enjoy anime, and like to be honest, this was one of the few that got me back into it. because at the time the only anime I was watching, like I would say like during the year was Dragon Ball Super because that's what was airing. Like that was probably
Yeah.
the last anime I watched before Black Clover, and I
Okay.
really liked Dragon Ball Super. But
Yeah.
everything else just seemed boring. But then I watched Black Clover and I was like, yo, I was like, my faith was restored. I was like, yo, this was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I liked that.
Okay. Yeah.
But okay, but hold on, just one more thing though. The
Alright.
thing that absolutely ruins this show, and the reason it's number 4, there's this guy named Yuno. And
Oh
is
my god.
The real wizard.
definition of the worst character I have seen in my life. Why does he every single time Asta gets any power up, why does he get a green glowy version of the same thing? Every time.
Just hey, by the way, you know how pretty much everybody knows Asta will probably end up being the right.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like, don't worry, you're the prince of this nation over here, so don't worry about that.
Bro, so
You
it's like,
rule
don't even
anyway.
worry.
Don't even worry. You don't need it unless you want to be in charge of 2 nations. That's all you. That's all you though.
I'm about to
What,
say.
London, what do you think of the
Honestly,
Black Clover pick? in
I
my opinion?
completely agree with the being at the number 4 spot because that's one of the actual shows I did watch, like I think 70-80% through. I think I'm like near that back end bone of it. And
Dude, bro, not to spoil anything, but the last 5 episodes we're
Don't.
goated.
yeah.
We're goated.
Oh.
Some
Yeah.
would say like, okay, I don't want to like do any controversy, but some would say it was better than the whole elf arc, and I agree with that, 100%.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Dude,
I'm
those-
not that backbone final bit. So, and what I watched the show, I loved it a lot. Like Asta, like even though he's just a little basic, just a little bit.
Oh no,
you
he's
can see the
basic for
you
sure,
can see the
100%.
basic tendencies, but you can see he's still trying to push out to be the different character. And
Yeah.
then I hate this goddamn douchebag so much
I hate him.
because he just
Why
says,
is he-
"Okay, yeah, I have a 4 book."
Oh,
So let me
dude,
just copy
I
this.
hate him, bruh.
This man's Kakashi.
God, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess he is a
He's
copycat.
he's literal
lying.
Kakashi. He's
Dude,
just
dude, I can
nice
make-
power, OG. Let me
Yeah.
just take that from you.
I came out.
Asta, you saved my life.
You saved my
God,
life.
You wanna be
Thanks.
the Wizard King?
So do
I
I.
wanna be the Wizard King.
Yeah, and then he gets a 4-lead, and
Yeah.
then he gets a fairy instead of a demon, and then he gets spirit dive instead of like the demon form, and then he gets his spirit zephyr sword instead of black divider, and
Yeah.
then he becomes the prince of a nation, and it's like what is happening?
Don't forget he gets elf powers too.
Oh yeah, he's like he gets the spirit of the dead son of the elves. By
Oh.
the way, he
So,
just
so
gets
it's
that.
not like the child can take over. So he just gets
So
the
he
elf
just
power.
basically
I
he's
can't
basically
believe it.
copy, but cool, but like the better side, the like the good side technically. You know what I mean? Like the
True.
like the devil angel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like those
Okay,
two,
okay.
and it's just like.
I mean, but then there's
I mean that's
characters like
cool,
Yami.
but just like why? Why
just
would you
so-
make it that split? Of course, I don't want to put him in irrelevancy, but still, like make it like him a bit different than just copy and paste Angel. There we go, we're done.
Yami, in my eyes, would be goated if it wasn't for the fact that one, he's always on the shitter, and second of all, that shitter himself is always talking about his limits. Like, okay, we heard you like the first 10,000 times.
Hey, bro, push
Like,
your
you
limit.
can
Hey,
shut
bro,
up
bro.
about that now.
Hey, or
Agreeable.
did you push your limits?
Agreeable.
Did
Yo,
you push
yo,
your
you're,
limits?
You're in like 3 different dimensions. I didn't go past. I went past my like limit like 5 days ago, but here I am. Here, let me
Doing it
slash
again.
you real quick anyway, cause I'm past my limits now.
oh god.
my god.
Okay. That
All right,
that is
moving
a
on.
4. Welcome to the number 3. We're gonna run the number
All
3.
right, let me. All right.
Oh, baby. All right. In 5. Oh, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. In 5, 4, 3,
I heard a click.
1. Why the fuck would this one send?
How am I?
I love
Oh,
God.
I'm probably not.
I thought Arjun. I
Huh.
thought that was Chainsaw Man. I was gonna tear off your left.
Yeah. Like, how can you possibly
I was gonna
say
say that
two
this guy is
episodes.
the definition of a hypocrite god, bro. I was like, no,
I probably should have done it
no
just for
way
that. I probably should have
did
done
he
it just for
do
that.
Hold on. Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it's my best anime. It's my absolute favorite. Changed number 1. Oh god, I would kill you.
Oh, you already know, bro.
Goodness.
All right. Now I'm gonna go first on this one. I want to go
Go
first
ahead.
on this one.
You're good. Go ahead.
Demon Slayer. The potential.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know, Mark? Probably one of the
No.
greatest new gens to possibly ever exist.
Oh,
that's my
way-
left nut,
way-
bro.
that's
I think
fine.
that's my left nut right there. I don't know about that one.
All right. Basically, I love this show for the solid story. The storytelling is better than basic storytelling, but not like it's like kind of reaching out there. It's like there is like where it's 90%, like the basic storytelling is like 50%. This is like 70, like not reaching out crazy far, but it's like not like something that can just like, oh, it's so crazy you need to think, you really need to think about it. But I do like the characters. The characters is not like easily forgettable from at least what I remember. Like I remember most of the 12 Keys of Key. Oh, is that right? Yep, that is right. I remember most of the 12 Keys of Key. I remember probably my favorite character, Inosuke. Love him to fucking death.
Of course.
Zenitsu, I had my problems with him, but he's still decent at best. And Tanjiro is on the basic scale, but I can deal with it.
Okay, with Zenitsu in
Yo.
season 1, he was cancer, but he had a redemption arc in season 2, bro. He actually fought for
Yeah,
the majority of
Yup.
the season.
yeah.
So that's why I don't really care about Zenitsu anymore. I think he's pretty goated now. Well, not goated, but like.
But
pretty cool.
he's gotten better from his last state.
Oh,
Because-
for sure, bro. Season 1, bro, he was like resident sleeper. He was the most the most annoying, frustrating character. And then in season 2, he fought and
popped.
saved.
The
Save the
pansy
boy.
that wants to run
Yeah.
away at all times.
Yeah, and of course we can't talk about Demon Slayer without talking about animation. The animation is goddamn crispy.
Oh, it do
The
be
fight
unreal.
scenes were beautiful, and I
100%.
cannot be mad at it at all. I'm really waiting for another season to come up, and then they literally one season movie, a whole
Yeah.
movie.
What's the next one? The Swordsmith Village arc?
Yeah, Swordsmith
Yeah.
Village arc.
Yeah.
It is
Wait, is
like,
that a movie or is it episode?
no,
I
those are
believe it-
episodes. Those
They
are
might
episodes.
just do both like
They
last
might do.
time.
Honestly, I wouldn't be
I feel-
surprised.
Okay,
I would-
it was an amazing experience watching the movie, right? When we
Yeah.
went to go watch it, but then it was such a letdown to know that the show
What?
for like the first like 5 episodes or whatever. Remember,
Oh,
movie literally was the show for like the first 5 episodes,
oh,
and
true, yeah.
that was a little disheartening. Like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah,
Why not just give me the show then at that point?
yeah.
You know. But yeah, I say this is a good pick.
I would say this is a generic pick. in
Yeah,
my opinion.
good
And
pick.
not that mine's not a generic pick.
Yeah,
'Cause
Jaden would agree. Jaden would agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
Jaden is our friend that always picks what
Demon
everybody
Slayer.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Like-
hops on.
Wait,
So-
London, what, in terms of when you watched Demon Slayer, did you watch it before it got hyped or after it got hyped? Be honest.
what do you like when I
Episode 19 is the pinnacle of Demon Slayer, most people would say.
Oh,
Which is when
yes.
it's
I watched
Oh
it.
yes, that was amazing.
I watched it like straight from like when I saw it. I like when I saw it. I didn't hear people talk about it at first. I randomly was scrolling through and I saw Demon Slayer and I clicked on the first episode and I loved it. Waited second, waited third, waited fourth, this and the third. And I didn't
Yeah.
wait until like movie dropped and then it was like, oh, I should start watching it because I know a friend that did that because
Yeah.
they wanted to watch a movie with us.
A lot of people did
Yeah.
that, for sure.
Yeah. No, I watched it like when like usually I think like when I started watching it like the second episode just came out.
I have respect for that because I started watching around episode 12. I didn't start at episode 12, but when episode 12 dropped was when I saw it and I started watching it.
And I don't have a problem with bandwagoning it. I don't have a problem. People should enjoy anime the way if they first find it or they don't.
Yeah.
But it's just like you can't then. But sometimes some people say, like you heard from Chainsaw Man earlier, oh, it's the best anime.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
you watch like there's 2 episodes out at the least, and you're telling me it's now the best anime when you barely watch like 3. Like you can't really say that much. You know what I mean?
That's why like nothing against Chainsaw Man, but like there's so many.
Yeah, like anybody. Okay, nothing against you guys if you pick Chainsaw Man, but like I generally kind of just despise anybody that's like Chainsaw Man is my favorite.
I know
like,
it is.
Like honestly, you could
bad.
you could just suck my nuts, get out of my face. I'm done with you.
It's sad. It's sad to like. It's okay, but it's just like I won't respect your opinion as much when it comes to anime after that.
Yeah.
Like,
you won't tell.
It's your favorite manga. Say it's your favorite manga. You don't.
Oh, if it's your favorite manga, then
manga,
by all means.
Don't say anime when the animation hasn't even left the freaking pen.
They haven't.
You know?
They haven't even got out the
yet.
goddamn like nursery yet, and you're trying to tell me it's the best one.
Like, because that's why I wasn't like, personally, I wasn't too excited about watching Chainsaw Man. Like when it dropped, because of how many people talked about it. Like I felt like Jaden already.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even seen it yet.
Okay, like just to finish up on London's pick, I have nothing against Demon Slayer in any way. I love the show. It feels like bandwagoning. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this. I think that's what Ark was saying in his own way. But bandwagoning just has this effect of you not wanting to ever say the name of the anime, because then it puts you in the group of the bandwagon. And like I really like Demon Slayer, but it's just hard for me to ever say I like it, because then it's like everyone's like, "Oh, bro, you're such a loser. That's all you like." Oh. It's like clearly not, but like that it just feels wrong to ever say. Now, I'm not saying London your pick is wrong by any means. It's just 19 or whatever million people like blew up Demon Slayer. Like it was huge. It was #1 on Twitter for like a week. It was huge. Like and, that's why I'm like everyone, almost everyone knows what it is.
Yeah, I like this.
Since it's one of those like everyone likes it, you kind of don't have to say it. You probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
If it's way well known, then you shouldn't say, "Oh, I like this anime."
Yeah.
It's a.
I mean,
don't get me wrong though. Like, I think
overly popular. You should.
Oh yeah. Bro, I see cosplay.
I think it's a great. Everyone craps on Tanjiro for crying, but dude, he always does his best before the crying.
He I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the reason why it's at #3 specifically. I haven't said faults. The reason why it's faults is because like the main reason is because of the whole of the Tanjiro thing, of Tanjiro being like, hey, like Tanjiro's plot armor. That is where I've drawn the goddamn line. Tanjiro's plot armor sometimes is a little bit weird. You broke a left bone broken, a right bone broken, your legs can't move. But family though. Like what are you? What are you?
No.
Dom Toretto? But family.
In a way, it's fine, but like not fine. Sorry. Yeah, I agree with you on that. But like he shows it though. It's not like he's at his peak when his arms and legs are broken.
Yeah.
Like for instance, when he was fighting the upper 3, I can't remember his name. The one Rengoku fights.
Akaza.
Akaza, right? Like the boy couldn't move. Like there was no plot armor there. Our boy didn't move the whole fight. Yeah.
That like the last one recently where he was with what? My brain's shutting down. The Sound Hashira. That dude.
Yeah.
Cause he literally
Uzui?
Yeah, he's Uzui. Yeah, literally, like he. Now I understand that a little bit, but literally he was on the brink.
On that fight, now that
he was on the brink of death.
Yeah, there was some
family wakes up. I'm like, how? No, you don't wake up from broken bones. You don't just. Yup.
Got his breathing technique.
I don't know. The animation just had me too hype, I guess.
Yeah, and then
the animation.
Don't even get me started. You want to know the last person I want to talk about? Inosuke. How the hell do you move your heart faster than the blade can cut it?
Oh, I don't know how.
No,
bro.
It's not physically possible.
I don't know how he does half the stuff he does, but
he just says he's the literal definition of fucking weeball.
He's
All
built
right,
different.
all right. Let's move on to yours because I know the show like 1%. I have
Oh,
little
okay.
like
Also
no
six.
idea.
Me 6%. I.
Steins Gate here. All I'm gonna say about like what's happening is their microwave is, and they're going back and repeating the day so that they don't all end up dead. Okay, that's
Oh,
all.
so it's like
And
I knew it was about time travel
it's
to a
like
certain extent.
oh, so it's
I-
day reset. Okay.
yeah, and there's a little bit of romance that builds up there.
My guy gets
It,
bitches.
yeah, yeah, and they're like smart people, but like not always smart enough.
Okay.
And so it's like impeding doom, disaster, the future. Like that's why I like it, because I really like time travel. I don't really like talk about it too much, but I think time travel dope as shit.
Yeah.
And I think time travel, like space time continuum, like everything about that dope as shit. So this is like high up on my chart just because of what it like talks about.
Hmm.
I like I said, to be honest, in this situation, I don't have much to say. I know it's decently popular, but I've never seen the anime. Like I said, I know 1%, and
Yeah.
it's the name of the show.
It's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Like I can't say much to this. I mean, I know it's like decently popular, so I don't think it's a wrong decision in any way. But I don't know. It just I don't. Like I said, I can't say anything. Maybe London has some words, but to be honest, I don't.
no, no. It's not like something specifically about the show. This is the reason why I do like the whole listing, because it then gives you that incentive to be like, okay, I like where his head's at. I'm gonna go watch that later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
it
hope
gives
you
you
guys
that
do watch it.
incentive. It gives
I'm
you the
definitely gonna
incentive.
go watch. I'm definitely gonna go watch Aoshi for sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No
Like
doubt.
it gives us a reason to be like, okay, this guy, I like the guy's reasoning for why the anime is good, why like some of the faults, and like should it lead me away or should it push me in. I like it about the list because you get to see the personality of the guy and how you would watch it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I just one thing, Ark, I want to ask about this show.
What's up?
Don't like. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free, but is there like main characters that die or main enough characters that die?
Mm,
Is there
Near
an
the end.
so
is,
it's kind of like.
is there an
no.
attachment
show-
issue?
this
That
show-
that makes sense.
But
You-
like-
can I be attached?
No.
Is what I
You can be attached. Just remember the only one who retains knowledge, the main character for the most part, is what I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have
It's
seen.
been a really long time since I've seen this, like 5 years.
That's
But,
why
like,
that's why I
myself
kind of
need
like
to rewatch it.
that's why I kind of like that question. Is the characters like attachable? Just like so like
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
they're
okay, I
attachable.
love this character. I hope this character randomly doesn't die mid show.
They might once or
Goodbye.
twice, but it's time travel, so.
But
I don't
yeah,
know if you
it's
guys
time
have
travel,
seen
so that one can kind of
Cyberpunk
work.
Edge Runners yet, but that show absolutely destroyed my spine, split it in half.
Which one?
The new
Cyberpunk
the
Edge Runners?
cyberpunk.
Oh no.
I haven't watched
I
it
don't
yet.
want to spoil it, but dude, if you guys get attached to characters, that show is gonna tear your butt apart.
That's
By
not
the
good.
time that show ended, I felt like I genuinely like felt depression. I was like, this is what it feels like to be in a psych ward. Like it, like my soul felt
That's
like
what-
it got ripped in two. I was like, I can't believe that.
That must be what it feels like to be the Armored Titan.
Oh god.
Yeah. That
Right.
mentality being split into just like that. Yep.
Like again,
I know.
I don't have much to say on your pick. I
It's all
can't
good.
really.
You guys should go
It's
watch it. You guys should go watch it.
It's on
Yeah.
Hulu, but like I said, it's always given me the vibe of this show's gonna tear my heart out. Just like Your Lie in April.
Yeah,
I haven't
you know what?
watched that.
I
Your
wrote-
Lie in
I wrote,
April is
one
the
of
most
no,
craziest
don't
shit.
watch it. Don't watch it. Like that's
Your Lie in
so
April looks
bad.
like it'll literally rip like
Yeah.
my
Your
soul
entire
apart.
soul apart.
I feel like I was kind of sad while watching this show because one of the notes here I wrote was for despite I wrote pain.
Pain.
Single word
That's what I'm
pain.
saying, like, that's
But it's
Fucking
not that bad.
pain.
But it's like because it's like it feels
Oh,
like there's no
no.
hope for part of it, But like it gets better. It progressively gets better. There is hope in the end because it's a time travel show.
Dude, you like how I've never seen the show, but like from like just looking at the coloring of the show, you
Yep.
can tell that it's gonna be some depression.
Okay. One thing that I do want to ask y'all is at the end of our top fives. At the end, do you want to say some like shows that didn't make the list, but like you would like to recommend?
About that, but the thing is, I can't remember any.
I mean, it's fine if you don't have any because I have at least two. I have at least two I can say.
I think that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I don't have any qualms against that.
Okay.
I'll just do mine quick.
Honorary mentions.
Yeah, honorary.
I'll just do my number 3 pick really quick. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me just say three things. You got Yuji, Gojo, and Yuta.
He's already spitting.
The goats, bro.
He's spitting.
Those 3 characters are the most goatedest characters I've seen in my life, bro.
Yes, my
Yuta,
you forgot about the my braza.
Toto's cool, but he's not in the. He's cool, but like, dude, the show, like, it's okay in my opinion. Like, as London said, he thinks Demon Slayer is the best new gen. I think JJK, without a doubt, in my opinion, is the best new gen. Dude, the movie had me like, it was the best.
Oh, I can't. The whole like the saying the best new gen was a joke. It was just like that was just like since Ark said it, you know, I was gonna say it like I'm a fucking noob professional. But these are too close.
Really, I don't think anything even comes close new gen wise to Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, it is so good. It doesn't hold back, like, in terms of like its animation is great, its characters are great, and then like it does Fushiguro. Okay, so you can compare, every show has the rival, right? But dude, can you guys tell me that you hate Fushiguro? No way, right?
No, I can't.
No.
There's no. They do the rival so good in this show. He isn't no. He isn't no. There's one other person that's a rival that I will mention way later. But holy shit, Fushiguro's a G because he doesn't steal the MC spotlight every 2 seconds.
He doesn't be like
his own character. Like, you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, he's his own.
Everyone.
Like, he's still a giant rival, but he isn't like, oh, I'm gonna take spotlight over the main character real quick to kind of flex real quick and then leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he has his own powers. It's not like, and he's a G about it. He cares about others. He's not trying to be this edgelord and like all this. It's pretty cool. Like, I feel like they did a good job on the show. The animation was great, by the way. And then, you know, on my notes, I just have a line that says Gojo. I mean, you guys know Gojo, right? Like,
no, never heard of him.
Gojo's just Gojo. Like,
he's a literal vibe. I don't know what he is. He's just a literal vibe.
Dude, literally says Gojo is on another level of vibes. Is what my note says. Like, he's just built dip, bro. It's the Gojo dip. What can I say?
This guy right here? Yes.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Like, what can I say? Like, that's
gotcha.
I just like the show. Like, it's hard to explain. It's just like most people liked the show. It was good.
Of course.
It was good, and there's a pretty solid explanation for it as well.
And there's no Yuno in the show. You know what I mean? There's no like this feeling of like. And when Gojo takes the spotlight, he does it in such a drippy fashion that you can't even be mad. You can't. You don't even like, dude. Like I said, if they gave Gojo his own spin-off, I'm sure it would do just as good as JJK.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Hey, wait,
Gojo's Adventures.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
All right. That's a pretty solid number 3. All of our number 3s were pretty solid. And now it's time for some...
One thing I wanted to say real quick. I like how me and London both picked New Gen super hyped up anime for number 3. Well,
mine aren't like that. Yeah. I haven't chosen any.
Get ready for number 2. This one, I feel like the number 2 and number 1, I feel like are gonna be the most spiciest for everyone because it's either gonna be OG feels or like, oh, this anime is just really good and it's like has like a good amount of episodes. All right.
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
I think you did a really good job of describing it. To be honest.
Yes. So. All right.
Hold up. I'm not ready just yet.
Okay. Because this.
I gotta find it.
Is gonna be spicy. Because there's gonna be an anime that's not on the list that y'all are gonna be very surprised at. Yeah, I'm gonna slowly realize.
I guess I'll just use this. This one, I guess. All right.
He said, my anime isn't ready.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
count it down.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Number 2?
Yeah.
No way.
That's your number 2?
Yeah, that was my number 2.
No, I'm talking about Jack. That's your number 2?
Yeah, that's my number 2.
No way.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
This literally, see, like, even though we knew each other for a decent while, we still have no idea what's gonna be on these lists.
Watch him make the same thing in his number 1.
No, that's
His number 1. All right, for me,
Oh,
who
God,
got sent
now
first?
I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for my number 1, but it's fine.
We got okay. So what do y'all see as number 1, or like the
yours.
your
For
okay,
me,
mine.
you.
Okay,
I see yours, yeah.
Naruto. Y'all know the goddamn story.
Oh, of course. What's there to
Yeah,
say?
what is there to say? The animation
Datemayo.
quality, really good. The storytelling.
Sasuke,
Now, Sasuke.
come back to the leaf, Sasuke.
Now,
Naruto!
yeah. So I'm gonna tell you my faults because the goods. Most people know the goods.
Yeah, I was.
Why?
Let me just say the fault.
Yeah, let me just say the faults. Everyone knows the good. Okay, first one was the fillers. The fillers were a heavy problem with me, cause as a if you don't know, I watched a good amount of filler without realizing it.
Sorry to. I know, like, we're not supposed to cut each other off, but I just real quickly before this slips my mind.
Yeah.
When did you watch the show? Did you binge it, or how was it done?
It was heavy binge.
Heavy binge. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it was 90% binge, and then like the last 10%, I kind of sprinkled in the final bits of it. And by the way, Naruto Shippuden and Naruto is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Boruto. Boruto's
Yeah,
out the picture.
I don't think anyone counts that ever.
Boruto is a completely different show itself. That is not.
No, that shouldn't even be a show.
Boruto should be erased from existence. Like,
honestly, like, get rid of it, please.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I mean, yeah. You're Boruto's dad?
Oh, you're Boruto's
What?
dad? Say less!
Oh my god.
let me go and continue.
Yeah.
Your faults on it. So fillers.
Fillers were a big, heavy part of the problem because back then I thought because it was one of the first few that I got into. Because when I started watching it, I was like, okay, so mostly every episode is at least important. Maybe there's some episodes you can skip here and there, but no, there is full arcs of filler, and that would really got me like, okay, I'm gonna slow down. And then like I said, that final 10% was literally like the war, the third grade ninja war, and then
fourth grade. Close
sorry, fourth, and then like literally that tail end of the final fight. That was it.
One more question about the whole filler thing. When you were watching the fillers, and this is before you knew they were fillers, be honest, did you enjoy them or no? Before you knew they were fillers.
I did, because there was some of the fillers genuinely had a good story point.
I agree with you on that. Okay,
yeah.
I'll expand on this later, but just go ahead, continue.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that point.
It's still like I genuinely thought for a hot minute this was going to be important. Like I thought the whole like all the side fillers, this and the third, thought all of them were going to meet up and then they were going to make this big fight happen. I was like, okay, that's lit because this guy has like bubble powers, like fucking thing. One guy had like super cool bubble powers. This guy had like there was like a secret blood lodge thing, and I was like, okay, I can see this. But then when they told me it was all fillers, I was like, that's a
the six tails.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The bubble
That's
corn.
crazy.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that was part of the story, and we're just gonna meet back up with him. I was like, that was all filler.
He gets captured by the Akatsuki in the end.
Yeah, I was like, that's all filler? No.
He's gone after that. He's dead as hell.
No.
He's dead. He's
He's
died.
dead as hell.
Yeah.
Ever seen
What
him
was
get
his name? Ukatake?
Yeah. I think it was
like-
and I was just like,
I don't
damn.
remember is what I meant to.
Damn. That's a really good
funny.
storytelling.
Wow, that has me rolling actually.
Yeah.
To think about.
The
Yeah.
only time he's ever even seen again is at the end where he meets all the ginger.
Yeah, when he goes
and
to the
all
beef
the like
place.
tails, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, you're here? What?
Really? He's like,
You're here?
yeah.
You're dead? You're dead as hell?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!"
That's the
Any
only
other
time.
faults, London?
Any
that you have
other
against
faults?
it?
I mean, Like, I mean, Sasuke.
Yeah.
Him.
I was just about to say
Him.
Sasuke, bro.
Him.
Yeah.
He is just
You know,
Edgelord.
You know.
I'm better than you.
You know
You know?
1.0, the original.
Yeah.
The original, you know. I'm Edgelord, better than you.
Ugh,
Fucking.
I have a person.
And then hits me with probably the most laughable line in existence. After just trying to destroy the Leaf Village. I want to become Hokage. Now hold the fuck up. No, wait a fucking minute. You're not just gonna walk back up here, try to destroy it earlier, and then just be like, but I want to come back.
I can't.
Please.
And okay.
Not only do I want to come back, I want to be your Hokage.
I want to be your
by the way-
Hokage. Yeah, like we're supposed to trust you.
And like I said, I know this is rude to say, but one of the things that still bothers me is there's people that still like Sasuke. A good amount of people. A good amount of people still think he's a good character and a cool character.
The only
How?
It's that only thing the people can see him as a good character is because he's like the polar fucking opposite of Naruto. Literally
Right.
night and day.
Dude, Sasuke's God.
Sasuke is just a basic
Donzo
edgelord.
fight?
That's it.
Was the pinnacle of this
Oh my
character the
goodness.
worst the worst hecking character I have ever seen in my life. He betrays Karin, he betrays Sakura, he betrays Kakashi there, and then Naruto's like, I guess I'll pull up and stop him. But even Naruto's like, Sasuke, please just think about it.
Just
We're both
come
like
back to the village.
Naruto sims hard for him, bro.
I know.
Dude, he really does.
Ever since that first kiss they had, you know.
On God.
Dude,
Love at first sight.
honestly.
So yeah.
Bag got first sight, bro. Everyone, well, I knew Sasuke would be the piece of crappiest character in that whole show from the start.
You know what the crazy thing is? I feel like the side characters, like I would fucking
You
say
feel
it.
the side characters
I
are better?
will say it.
Oh, for sure. No.
Choji.
No.
Shoji. No, I'm sorry, but Choji was a goddamn G. He
Not
pulled
Shikamaru?
like
Not
okay,
Shikamaru.
Shikamaru's G.
Bro.
Shikamaru's G. I'm not saying top G. Top G Shikamaru. That's
Okay,
top G.
okay.
But
I
Choji
agree
is
with
still
that,
G.
But Shikamaru was goated on a different level of being goated.
He's the smartest person he's the smartest person in the whole show. And
100%.
And yet he's thrown to the side. Why?
Because they're Sasuke, bro.
Like there's Edgelord. I'm better than you, bitch.
I'm the one who summoned you, Kage. You answer to me.
You answer to me.
Bro,
Like,
dude. You
anyways, let me go to Orochimaru real quick.
Dude, oh my god. Alright, okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Naruto.
Alright.
Do you want to go? Or should I go?
You could go. You went last time.
All right,
So my
Bleach.
second pick is Bleach. If you guys don't know what that is, I can tell you. But I'm
Excuse
sure
me?
you guys know.
Bleach. Are you sure that's not about a cleaning
Bleach.
detergent? Are you sure?
Bleach!
Bleach? Nah.
So, as Ark was saying, he's surprised this is my second. It could easily be my first, but like our boy London was saying, the top two are definitely gonna be a mix of OG feelings and just all-time favorite shows and stuff. Because there's another show which is obvious by now. That's just more OG than this, but
I would be very surprised if two of us get the exact same anime. That would be a very
no,
good
I know
surprise.
exactly what one you're doing, London. I already know.
Yeah, you
I
already
know which
know.
one Ark's doing.
Yeah.
You guys can probably guess mine, maybe not. But Bleach, if it wasn't for the number one pick, this would be easily number one. The MC out of the big three MC, he is the most chill, non-BS MC. If you know what I'm trying to say, he isn't about being the Wizard King or the Hokage or the Pirate King. None of that
He
bullshit.
just wants to
bro.
be here.
He just wants to. He's literally a substitute Soul Reaper, and that's all he wants to be. He doesn't want to be the 13 court guard, squad leader, captain, head captain Ichigo Kurosaki.
He just wants to be there.
He just wants to be Ichigo.
Yeah.
And then of course, I don't know how much of the show you've seen, London, but the Waco Mundo arc was so good, bro. Like
I need to get
Fiora
back
fight
into it,
against
man.
him, like
I need to get
Fiora
back.
becoming more of a human, like getting more feelings, and then Ichigo becoming more hollow-like was so dope, bro.
Yeah.
It was so good. And then of course there's waifu or Hime. Like, dude, if you can get a wife like her, there's not much to say.
Yeah, I'm
To be
about to say
honest. And then
you
there's
prayed
Yoro-
up. You prayed up.
That's what I like. It's like there's a reason it was trending #1 twice in a 2 weeks in a row when it came back
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
And then
There's a reason. It's just, like there's not much for me to say. Everyone knows how much I like the show. My freaking Discord profile photo is Orihime. Like there's not much to say when it comes to that.
And then also on top of that, just having a brand new show, like literally just getting revived now with the Blood War, it just makes it 10 times better because you know it's not over.
And London,
you still got
know,
so much
Jack,
to go through.
the man is just as hyped. Like that feeling of the show coming back was like, dude, the joy I had that day was immense, bro. It was, dude. I don't know how to describe it. I booked the movies for us. We got lanyards from going to watch the movie, like limited edition.
That was lit.
It's such like the show is just such a vibe for me, and it was like I appreciate Arjun because he watched it. I don't know if for me, I don't want to say that, but he did watch it, and I appreciated it because like now he knows what I'm talking about.
Thank you, the feelings is
like I said, I don't have much to say.
As you know, it took me a long time to get through it.
I mean, but you got through it.
I got through it.
Yeah, all right.
And like I said, I just can't, there's not much to say. This can easily be #1. The only reason it's not is because the show that is at #1 is too OG in comparison to this, in my opinion, at least.
Okay. Now, Art, I haven't seen this one.
Okay, yeah, it's not.
Wait, don't say it. It is Hitman Reborn. Am I right?
Yeah, this is Katekyo Hitman Reborn, and this show is full of memes, full of like fillers, but like they feel like fillers, but it's just story that's memey, like full of memes.
So
Oh,
this is basically if Zenitsu was the main character.
Oh, okay.
Basically. But,
okay, can we? Is it like how bad? How bad are we talking? Like, are we talking like parody level, like ghost stories? Or are we talking like,
they'll
funny
have like
plot?
those parody level ghost stories in there. But the plot is kind of all over the place. Like he I guess you could say he's like Ichigo, where he doesn't really want any of it, any like.
But he's just here.
Shit that's happening to him, but he has to go with it. He has to. He's like thrown into the middle of it, and there's just no other choice but to just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's I really like the fight scenes. I really like the characters. Even Xanthus, who's like at one point a bad guy, was a really like good character. I'd say personally I'd say he's a good character, just because he's like split off from everybody, but he still like helps them out in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, Arg, I just have
begrudgingly
regards to this.
Yes.
Was this? Be honest. Was this was this like so high up on the list because it's an OG and it like has those memories?
Yeah. I definitely say, because this is one of the first animes I've ever watched. This is what this is the anime I watched before I knew it was anime.
That's good.
I didn't know what anime was. That got me.
Okay.
That's my #1 pick, is for that reasoning alone, basically.
Yeah, it's
like
mine's that reasoning, and mine's that reasoning, but also like because it was also one of the animes that did get revitalized as well.
Also, there's time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So like from what I'm seeing, Arc likes either time travel or high intelligence. Yeah. Those are the revolving things I've been seeing this whole time.
Yeah.
Even though his #1 throws that complete. Well, I guess.
No.
Just throw
the characters themselves aren't like that, but the viewer can be.
Yeah.
You know that's what I'll say that later. Don't worry. I'm gonna say.
Arc, in terms of this show, do you have any more points to make on it? Because there's some comments I would like to make.
Let me hear them. Let's go for it.
Do you have anything you want to finish saying on the show first?
I think I'm good. Not that I can think of right now. I feel like I was gonna say something, but I can't.
I like the narrative. Do like the narrative.
Okay. Wait. Here's what I don't like. Before you say, the romance aspect of the show could be a lot much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My main problem with this show are, well, I don't know. My main.
Wait, actually, can we reveal it first before we start going into it? Because we'll let Art go first. Since you got
this is about this show.
Oh, it's about this. Okay.
Yeah. The thing of Arjun, be honest. How much can you rewatch this show? How often?
I have rewatched this at least 5 times, and it's like 203 episodes.
Oh, so it's hella
and
rewatchable.
I can rewatch this many times.
Okay.
Okay, that
Personally,
gets
yeah.
rid of
Most
I
most
was
of
waiting for you to say
all these
that.
shows that I've listed so far, I can rewatch.
That
That's why I wanted.
that's the comment I was gonna waiting for you to say if you were gonna say it, because that blows
Yeah.
all of my comments out of the water. So if that's what you want to say, then I have nothing more to say, because that is saying that. It's like me with The Office. You know, when you get a show you can rewatch,
Yeah.
others can't talk you out of it ever, or
Yeah.
nor do I want to in that situation ever. If that's
It's just,
if this is that show for you, I have nothing to say. I agree wholly with you. Then it's
like
number two.
I know what parts of the show I don't like right before the time travel, right? Like a episode before, right? There's the cemetery episode filler. I
Yeah.
really despise that. I never watched that. I know exactly where to go to what I like. I could keep watching it as many times. Like it's I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
That
okay.
I think that, like I said, that
perfect,
one
yeah.
comment alone just blows any of my arguments out of the water, anyways. Because
And
when someone can rewatch a show multiple times, you know they like the show for
Yeah.
more than just OG purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, so for number one, you guys want to like do a guess on the others' number ones, or how do
You know
wanna
what?
do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I don't have a guess for
London,
yours.
You don't.
to be honest.
Honestly, we don't
London,
have
you guys-
guesses. We just have just almost genuine answers.
just London, just guess first
Just
for me,
what I
or
heard.
what you think our number one is.
I genuinely have no idea. From what I've seen, from what I've seen from your top five, like it's mostly a lot of at least action from what I've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's a lot of action. So it's like
No
some
doubt.
like I know it's some sort of action anime, but I just can't really think of a name. I can't think of it.
That's you're on the right track. There's no way you can't guess arcs though. Come on, London.
Arc with let's see. We got this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna guess. No, I have one guess. I have one guess. I have one guess.
Don't point out the obvious.
I have Dr. Snow.
All right. Can I guess?
Alright, wait. No. You don't get to guess. Have the answer. Why don't you look at my my Discord profile picture, London? Do you know?
Oh
what that's
my
from?
god. Okay.
What, do you know what that's from?
Yeah, I know where that's from.
Go ahead, London.
Yeah, One Piece. Yeah.
Yes,
The One
yeah.
Piece is real, boys.
Yes,
Yeah. All right.
These idiots.
All right. Guess. All right. I think you guys know the genuine answer.
Can I guess London's? Can I try
Yeah.
to guess?
Go for it.
Would it be Dragon Ball in?
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, damn right. All right.
All right. I'm gonna post mine.
What is yours?
And it's gonna absolutely make you guys despise me.
I
in
wanted to say
oblivion.
Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit for you.
Oh,
I don't
bro.
know what the hell you're gonna say.
That was one I could have put
Let's
on
hear
there. I could have put on there for 3. I
Let's see it,
genuinely.
let's see it, Jag.
No, dude. Now you guys are making me feel so
No,
dead
no, no,
inside
no.
about
Oh,
this
no, no, no.
pick.
We-
Go ahead.
And
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Naruto.
Oh, okay.
That's respectable in my head. That's respectable
No,
in my head.
that's understandable.
That's
I
respectable.
understand it.
Cause this is like near like most of us is like okay, like most of us have literally the big 3 in here. Like mine is
Oh,
like
100%.
mine's like the Shadow 4.
No, you have to. No, your number one is the grandfather. Everyone
Yeah,
knows
this is the grandfather.
Yeah.
Like,
This is the
who
big
doesn't?
literally our top 2, top 3
The big
like
three
the
was
grandfather and the
Bleach,
big 3.
Naruto and One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece are the.
All right. Can I explain mine first? I
Yes,
really want to
go
go
ahead.
deep into this. All right. Dragon Ball Super. I love this show for a decent bit. This is literally my gateway. This was my gateway. Dragon Ball is most people's gateway, or like Yu-Gi-Oh, which would have been on this list. I think I would have replaced it for like maybe like over Blue Lock because Blue
Okay,
Lock
no,
is-
can you agree with me on
That
this?
would be a good replacement.
Yeah.
How many of you guys knew Yu-Gi-Oh was an anime when you watched it as a kid?
Oh, I did.
did not.
No,
I
I thought it was completely American. Complete.
Okay. Whatchamacallit, Katekyo Hitman Reborn, I watched that shit. I heard that shit speak Japanese to me. I considered that a cartoon.
Yeah.
And I watched it whole. I watched all 203 episodes
Yeah.
before somebody told me, hey, that's an anime. I'm like, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
That's a cartoon.
And then the deep search into anime.
Yeah.
London, continue on.
Yeah.
Your
This
Dragon Ball.
was the gateway. The first episode I genuinely watched. I'm not lying. was the first genuine episode was when Krillin blew up. Literal first episode.
By Frieza?
Yes. Literally first thing. All I just hear is, "Don't Frieza!" Gone. Disappeared.
Krillin!
Yeah.
Frieza!
Disappeared. And I'm like, already? Already? Okay. I gotta watch this back now. I gotta realize why is it so good.
How old were you, for context sake?
Like 7, 8. Like young.
Give me the year. Like a year.
Like at least like 13, like 13, 14.
Okay.
It was like I had no idea what this was. So then I was rewatching it. I was like, holy crap.
Did you watch it on Nickelodeon?
No, yeah, it was Toonami.
Oh, Toonami.
Yeah,
okay.
Toonami. Like, where, like, they'd be like, go right back. Here comes Sailor Moon coming through. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So this was, like, most of the people that the anime gateway that people go through was, like, through Toonami or, like, Nicktoons if they really feel like it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was the first gateway. And then when I saw, like, there was genuine episodes, I think it was, like, when I started watching it more, it was on YouTube. I watched, like near full episodes of, like, remember how, like, you would get, like, clips? Okay, this is part 1.
Yeah.
I gotta go find part 2 now. I gotta go find part 3.
Yep.
There's always one part missing, so you gotta, like, wait a few days to see if you can find the new part.
Yup.
Like, so I went through that whole phase, and I don't regret a single second. The show, like, not even in story standpoint, it didn't, like, the story standpoint could be better. The story standpoint is just really just new enemy.
Wait, of which Dragon Ball? Or which
Dragon Ball Super. It is just literal, honestly, like, that part right here is just genuine. Now it's just like, new enemy. Fight it. Friends or foes? Will it become the friend by the end of it, or will he die? Okay? Next part. Goku gets stronger. New form unlocked. Fights enemy. The only time they genuinely had a twist on me was when Goku lost with MUI, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, he lost? Oh, say less. Okay, I'm getting into this.
Wait, is this the Gohan versus Cell?
No. This is MUI. This is at the end of Super, the Universal Survival Saga.
Oh, okay.
So, and yeah, I was gonna get into that movie later. So, I love the show because it's not hard to follow. You got your main character, he likes to fight. You got your edgy rival, but you can now that I look back at him, I can understand where he's coming from. I genuinely can. With Sasuke is just like, he's just, hey, I don't like you. I don't like anybody.
I hate Sasuke. Yeah, there's no redeeming Sasuke.
There's no redeeming part of him. But Vegeta, he's redeemable. He was a villain at first, and he literally went back to a villain in mid-arc. Mid-arc. Like, you can see what he's feeling and what he's doing. Like, through any bits of Dragon Ball, you can be like, okay, oh, you want to watch a good fight scene? Pop in Dragon Ball. That's it.
True. How many of you guys, while you were watching Dragon Ball, could have guessed that Vegeta would have been a good guy, though? I could never. When Vegeta became a good guy,
not me at all.
I was genuinely I always just felt like he was gonna betray everyone.
I thought he was gonna be when he got in Z, Dragon Ball Z. I thought he was dead. I thought he died.
Oh, Frieza?
Yeah, when he died to Frieza, I thought he was dead. I thought we were just not gonna see him again. But no, he just gets popped back up.
That shit low-key was sad. When I first saw it, I was like, damn.
He had redeeming qualities. He understand what it went through. And
I respect, he had one of the best redemptions in all of anime. I would say.
Yeah.
He was goated. I would say he's goated. I have no qualms against Vegeta. I don't know if Arjun, you could say some stuff, Arjun.
Okay, well, here's the thing. To Dragon Ball Z, first time I watched it was when it popped up on my TV, on I think it was Four Kids or some shit like that.
Oof,
And,
the classic of
It
Four
was
Kids.
it was when Goku's brother pulls up,
Oh, Raditz.
Oh.
and yeah, and they like see his power level, they kill him, and then he goes down like Snake Road, goes to like the god, starts like training.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the introduction. That's like literally all I saw because they ended up canceling like TV back then. That's like right around the time when they said no more free TV for people, right? Go
Yeah.
get
Go
that.
get the subscription, bitch.
Yeah, and then my parents didn't get me no cartoons back then.
All right, hold
so,
on.
yeah.
Save that for a different podcast. Depression for a different
Depression.
And
Depression
then
arcs
other
of
than that,
anime.
yeah, other than those like 2-3 episodes, all I've seen are like the fight scenes towards like episode 100 of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
So I don't have too much to comment.
that's fair.
When
Because
you
I don't
did watch
know
those
enough.
first episodes of, by the way, you watched Z-Kai, because I know exactly what you're talking about. Z-Kai was just a censored and updated animated version of Z.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to watch pretty damn bad because that's all like anybody would talk about like at school, and
especially anime
like,
related. It's only you.
yeah, like I was like I want to know about it. I want to, because like I watched like the first 2 episodes, and then I was just getting jealous because these guys are watching it and I can't, and I'm like, screw you people, damn
Yeah.
bro, I wish I could watch that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and then that's not even including, that was just a main bit of the show. I watched the fillers all the way through.
Did it have fillers?
No, it was, the technical fillers is the few movies that they had. They had the Broly, not the newest Broly movie, but there was an old Broly movie. There was a Gogeta movie with Janemba, and then there was GT.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. GT was not a movie, it was a show.
It was a show. GT was a show, but the other two was a movie.
Like I said, I've been a fan of like anime long enough. I don't know if you knew this, London, but before I want to say Demon Slayer popularized this, most anime movies were filler always.
Oh
always.
yeah,
They were never canon.
90%.
Before Demon Slayer made
the
anime
first
movies,
ever, like really kind of like the first ever like movie.
like putting a like canon into a movie. Demon Slayer, I would say. I'm not sure if there's.
To be honest, I prefer it that way to be filler. I prefer it that way.
It makes sense why.
Yeah, be filler unless like I don't like that. I don't like that they made a movie, then the movie is the show.
Yeah,
because that makes it kind of pointless even watching the movie.
Okay.
Hold up, before we continue talking about, I don't want to take away from London's stuff. This is like
I just got one last thing. Then the movie, I watched it with a friend, one of my friends of mine that doesn't watch Dragon Ball at all, and I watched one that does watch Dragon Ball as much as me, and I still got that contrast of, dude, did this, like, what is the average person, or what is a like Dragon Ball enthusiast? And like, I could have told like from my head, like I saw all the references. Like for example, when Gohan transformed, I saw the flood of rage. It was near the exact same as like the one he turned in SJ2. It was beautiful because it just like the whole loop just made sense. And then Gohan got revived as a character because back then in Super he sucked. He was SJ2 and then he had Don't Gohan Potential Unleashed and sucked. Nothing else came out.
Isn't that just called Mythic Gohan or whatever?
What, the new form?
No, his older.
No. His other form is Ultimate Gohan. It's just Potential Unleashed.
What's Mythic Gohan? Because I know there's Mythic Gohan.
Mythic Gohan might be just one of the ones that just be like, hey, like one of the fake forms like SJ 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think it was that.
Or Super Saiyan Rose.
Yeah, Super Saiyan Rose. That's true. That's canon.
How is that canon? What's canon about that?
Super Saiyan Rose is canon. Future Saga Goku Black. If you watch that, you'll watch. If you watch it.
No, I've seen it, but I never considered that. It never felt like canon.
That's personally not my favorite transformation, but I like the appeal of it, and that's one of my favorite.
It's cool, but I just never considered it a kind of like, I don't know.
Like it's like a side transformation.
Like, Super Saiyan 4, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 4.
Where it's never going to be used again, right?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong about that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't seen anything like that being used again, so you're probably right. But I like the form.
This is what they call Mythic Gohan. What I just sang. I don't know what form.
No,
that is.
that is literally yeah, that's just Mythic Gohan. It's just potential Unleashed Gohan. That's pretty much it.
All right.
It's
Like,
the
I
same.
don't know
It's
much.
basically the same thing. It's another way of saying that.
All right. Continue on your points though.
But-
if you had any more.
But yeah, like all around, Dragon Ball was the entrance. I loved it ever since. I played most of the games. I keep up with it, and it's fun to watch. And then the movie made it just all the better with the new series coming out as well, doing the Moro arc, which I know is
What
going
is
to
the new series? What is that? I don't.
It's basically they're doing another step of the manga, which is the Moro arc, which is basically another big villain, another like a side character we will get to know, and I don't read the manga. When I touch anime, I don't read manga at all because I feel like the animation will look a lot better. And then after I watch it, then I could just be like, okay, what did the manga do differently? Which the
That's
Dragon
how
Ball.
I used to. That's how I used to think. London. Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
when you get more into anime, you're gonna start reading mangas.
Yeah.
Or-
No, I literally I
some.
bought a Trunks. I bought the Future Saga manga because that was probably my favorite arc my favorite arc to this day actually.
which
And-
one?
The Future Saga.
The one where Trunks pulls up and bodies Frieza?
Oh.
No, that's no. No, that's the
Goku
Android
Black.
Yeah,
That one?
the Goku Black one, the one you were talking
That's
about.
funny how I just brought up Super
Yeah.
Saiyan Day.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
That is my favorite arc because and I read the manga for the first time. It ended nearly different, like completely different.
Which
And-
one did you like more? To summarize that point though, real quick.
The more
Anime
I like
ending
more,
or manga?
I did the low key. I feel like if I read the manga all the way from start to finish, because I didn't read the all the way manga. I grabbed a random book because of like I needed to do SBAC test, and they told us to bring a book so you can read. So I bought
okay.
a manga for that.
Yeah,
day.
I know. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
so I-
goofy that they still say that. Wait, how recent was this?
what? Oh no, it was a long time ago. It was back in like 5th grade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you know what I mean. It wasn't like
I was about to say that's goofy if they're still telling you to bring a book. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
yeah, but that's honestly it. Dragon Ball is just one of the animes that, for nostalgia purposes, or even like 10 now, I feel like it's still a solid anime to pick up because people can not only pick it up, they can drop it, but they don't feel like they lost a lot of the story, so they have to rewatch a whole bunch of episodes
Yeah.
again.
Yes, I agree with you on that. You can watch the Cell arc without.
You can watch the Cell arc and you just be like, oh, okay. Yep, okay, that
You got
character
the
exists.
tournament, bro.
Yeah.
Before you include your thing, who's your favorite character? And I'm gonna ask Art this too.
Okay.
Just
Favorite, like-
not on DBZ for him, but for One Piece.
Okay.
Just so people would think.
Okay, so
Just to like.
if I had to say my favorite character, even though this is my favorite technical character is Vegito, but if I'm saying pure character, like one off on its own, Rose.
I would appreciate it if it was pure character.
Yeah, Rose then.
All right.
It's-
Rose.
Yeah,
My favorite's Wiz.
Reese.
Which one?
Yeah, my boy.
Whis.
The
Yeah.
the
The one with his
angelic
like,
god right
hair,
next to
yeah.
Beerus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's goaded too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
love
good.
Rose, even though I do 100% see his faults. Even though he's never coming back in the show, he was so drippy when he pulled up. He just said, "Oh yeah, I'm Goku too, bitch. Make it."
Oh my god.
God.
What
Then
were those
body-
rig-
Yo, and then later, oh yeah, I bodied your whole family, by the way. Smoked them in a pack, literally dead. And then
That's great. I would have never before 10 minutes ago. Before 10 minutes, I would have never guessed that was your favorite character in a million years.
yeah,
No chance.
smoked a pack.
I mean, that's interesting. It's a cool take, I would say.
Yeah, he's just a cool character all around. And then I don't see, like, of course, nowadays, honestly, I do see why he wants to obliterate the entire world. I can see it. He literally said, "Hey, bruh, this world is garbage. I'm gonna delete this and we're gonna move on, alright?"
No, dude, I don't. Okay, that part is kind of like, dude, the DBZ world isn't. I don't know how much of AOT you've seen, but AOT is a world that deserves to be absolutely
Decimated.
erased out of existence.
God.
Yeah.
Like DBZ, I don't know how bad that world is. I know the gods are really messed up people in DBZ. I
Like-
understand that. They nuke planets because
No,
they get
I'm
a
like
little
no
bit
comparing
evil.
it to like no, the world in DBZ is okay. Like people are good, people are bad. Descend the third. It's just a regular world, but like in my
They
head
do
nowadays,
bad
like with
things
all
until
the
you
stuff
meet
that's happening in the real world, like the genuine real world, I don't understand why he wants to delete planets. Fuck it, I would do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I understand. That's the reason why. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for Airden, but yeah, I agree. I guess erasing the, I, I, I don't know. I
In
guess
the
people
Control
with that,
Alt Delete button is kind of hidden, so
yeah,
I understand it.
like it's the whole Thanos view of life, where it's like, dude, stuff's just kind of out of hand right
Yeah,
now.
that's
it's
the-
probably better to just not deal with it.
that is genuinely my only takeaway. Fandom. Most
Do you have
the
anything to say,
top
any
problems.
comments to say to him? I already said basically.
Not
DBZ
much.
pick.
I wouldn't know too much about DBZ. So my question is,
Or
did
not
they?
DBZ specifically, just
Or
Dragon Ball.
just all of Dragon Ball. You can say anything.
Did they ever do anything about with the universe that was destroyed?
The universe that
Which
destroyed.
one? Yeah, they
oh,
got
the
Not that one. Not that
or
one.
the
one
like
that
the
was,
like the
previously
bunch of
destroyed.
universes that just got deleted after the
There-
Universal Survival Saga.
Not because of that. There was one like that was already like I think 18th or something that was like deleted before all of the like
No, they
Dragon
didn't
Ball
bring that
Super.
back.
No, they did.
No?
They didn't touch that.
Oh, okay. They were saying because I like read it somewhere when I was like into like Super at the time that they're gonna like bring back this like super OP universe because the wish that they made.
Actually, that might be the next arc. I think I might know what you're talking about. That actually
Yeah.
might be genuine the next arc.
Okay.
So
I don't-
Because that I'd be interested in.
yeah. So yeah, just wait until the start new episodes coming out because I think I know what you're talking about.
You let me know because I'm not
Yeah,
watching that.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. Now I feel like the best one to go to is Jag. I want to hear Jag's take on Naruto.
To be honest, I would rather hear you guys. I'll do mine right now. It's Naruto. Like, I'll be quick with it because, like, it's Naruto. There's not much to say. It was, I started watching anime when I was in first grade, so 2006, and
Just
I
when I
didn't
was
know
born,
this was
bro.
anime. I was born watching it basically, and my neighbor Brandon and his sisters showed me and my sister this, and like it was just cool. Like Rasengan was like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I would do cringe aside, I would try to do it at school. Okay, I was first grade.
Hey, Super Saiyan. I tried to unlock that shit. That shit did not work. All I got was ass whoopings.
I tried to turn into a Power Ranger one
Yo, Power Rangers.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that should be the next one, honestly. Cartoons. That should be a next one. That should be another one.
Okay.
Oh, cartoons would be great.
Yeah.
Just to like Naruto, like I'm sure you guys have seen most of it. The Pain arc is my favorite arc in all of anime history.
Oh,
like,
flex
nothing
with it.
comes close to it, in my opinion. Like holy crap! Like when Pain gives that speech, like damn, bro, can he be more right? He's like, your village attacked my village, so now it's my turn. He's like, he doesn't say it's my turn, but he's like, now it's like I have this feeling of me wanting to attack yours, right? And then Naruto's like, yeah, that makes sense. And now Naruto's like, but now you attacked mine, so I attack you now. And then Pain's like, that's the cycle that, like, you guys agree with me, right?
Yup,
That's how life works.
I
That's
agree with
crazy.
Pain.
And it's like, Pain's like, I just want to stop it. Pain's like, I'll trying to find a way to stop that cycle. It's terrible. And he's like, I know I nuked your village, but he's like, your people did the same to mine, the exact same thing, the exact same way. He's like, what's the difference? Why is your justice better than mine? And it's like, it's not. It can't be. It's the same. That's why it's not who's more noble, I guess. And it was like, dude, and it was just like I said when I first watched it, I couldn't fully understand it. I thought Pain was just a villain to be a villain. But like the more I watched it, and the more people would like praise his speech and stuff, and I listened to it, I was like, damn, I was like that hits different. It's like shit. Like, that's crazy.
Naruto has morals. I love, like number 2. Like I said, with number 2, like they're not interchangeable for me. Dragon Ball will be my number 1, and will most of the time forever be my number 1. But Naruto, the thing is about Naruto that is different from Dragon Ball is Naruto has morals. There is a moral ground between that. Dragon Ball, like, you would when you hear Dragon Ball, you just think of something that you would hear at the gym, like you would lock into or some shit.
But like I said, I agree with you, and like you shouldn't feel bad about picking Dragon Ball ever. It's the show
I
you
wouldn't
like.
feel bad about it.
Yeah, it's just
It makes sense. It really is one of like the best ones out there. Personally, I'd consider it like a starter anime.
oh,
Yeah,
'Cause
100%.
I was gonna be started into it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like I don't like that pain arc. Nothing even scratches it, in my opinion. Like, do you guys know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
that arc was honestly I'd say the same thing. Nearly the arc was beautiful. I don't see any changes I would make to it. It was a genuine perfect arc. It ended perfectly. There was
dude, it was
nothing.
no, it was so. It felt like the
It
art.
felt
It
like
felt like it
it
could have been the end
really
of the show,
made
as
the
most
full
people
circle.
say.
It
Yeah,
made the full
like
circle.
a lot of people say the show could have ended there and no one would have thought otherwise. It was
And no one would have complained either, you know.
Yeah, no one would have
it
said
was
like,
all the
"Oh,
people in this
they could have
village, you
done.
know?
They could have
He
made
was
it
there
more."
for them.
No, people would have said, they could have literally just deleted everything else and put in where he was Hokage now.
yeah, literally. Yeah, no one would doubt it.
No one would be like, "Oh,
You
we'd
know
be like,
what
say
I'd be
less."
fine with? I'd be fine with them ending it with the Infinite Tsukiyomi popping off. I'd
Oh
be
my-
right there. End it there, please.
And it there.
Please. Because
Game.
after that was my pain.
Yeah.
Oh, it was everyone.
Because I didn't want to watch anymore. Like
I don't think
I
anyone
genuinely
did.
didn't. I don't think I didn't. Yeah, like I just stopped watching because Jack, we were watching, I think, when it was airing. Were you watching it when it was
Yeah.
airing? I
Well,
was watching it.
that was my
I was
next
watching
point.
that when it was airing,
Yeah.
and I despised it. I stopped watching because of that,
For
and
Shippuden,
I'd have like yeah.
so
And
I watched. By the time I watched Naruto, the first one, it was 2006, and it was over. It just ended, basically. So I watched all of that. In 2007, Shippuden started up, and from Shippuden starting up, I watched to the end of Shippuden. Like, that's why it's so deep in my heart. It was the first anime I ever watched weekly, and it's just. I agree with Ark. Holy crap, bro! The mother of chakra, or the mother of the creator of chakra, that part got so bad, in my opinion. Like, I was like, what is happening? What is on my screen?
Yeah.
But like, I
Kaguya
still
or
like
something,
this.
right?
Huh?
Kaguya, I think her name
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah, Kaguya.
Yeah. Fucking bitch, bro.
But like I said, that's why I brought up the pain arc. Everything after the pain arc can be whatever. Just the pain arc and everything before that solidifies this show as my number one so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Naruto got to flex for the first time properly with his sage power. I know he used like his nine tails, right? But he won the fight without it. I know it helped him win the fight. I'm not saying it didn't. It definitely did. Like, for sure.
It's just like he used another power other than just straight.
And
Hey,
yeah, and
Nine
it
Tails,
felt like
just ball.
and it felt like our boy was there. Like, our boy
Yeah.
could use more than just the Rasengan.
Like that's not
for
all
once.
he is.
Nigga,
He's not
just-
yeah.
All right, time to spawn the Rasengan 75 times. Let's get it.
And it felt everything about that arc just like you. Okay, you guys can like I said, I would like to hear if you guys think there was anything wrong with it, because whenever I hear most people talk about it, they never say anything wrong with it. And I agree, it was just such a like, not trying to be like a trying
Like
to say
the
like
mother of all god of anime.
yeah,
but
but it was just like,
but
I
it
can't
was
think of
good.
an arc. Yeah, I can't think of an arc that did it better. Like, they did everything so good in that, bro. So good.
I'm
Like,
just-
it's
I feel like that arc specifically, if they did a rework, like, you know how like they did for the, what was it, 25 years?
Yeah.
Remember they did the 25
Yeah.
years and they redid the whole Naruto versus Sasuke?
Final Valley.
Yeah, Final Valley. Do it
So,
for the
Mr.
Naruto.
Beast?
Do it for that. Do it for that pain fight. It will
Dude,
look
it
so
was-
clean.
You guys see, Mr. Beast wanted to get the whole.
Yeah,
Naruto.
one to get
Yeah.
it off the ground.
He,
Bro.
he asked how much money, and he was like, "Deal." So
Wait, did he? Wait, how much?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? The rights to it?
no,
No, to
how
like
much would it
pay them
cost
to do the whole show
Yeah.
over again in that style.
in that animation style.
Yeah,
No
like
way.
Yeah.
yeah.
He said deal, but I would.
But we don't know if it's confirmed. We don't.
Wow, that's dope. Okay, we can
Yeah.
talk about that later, because I don't want to like
Yeah.
take away from this.
Alright.
But dude, that's crazy. That sounds dope. And then
Yeah.
the last point, the only there's some downsides, but the main downside, there is a duo
Oh,
in that show. that absolutely pisses me off beyond belief. And I'm not even there's Sasuke, and I don't even want to mention the other one, so I'm just gonna
I like how
so
they end up together.
yeah, I'm just gonna say what's written here, and I'm gonna guess you could guess who it is. Pink-haired punch girl, absolute trash filled, dog doo-doo character, the worst character added in any show. I'm guessing you guys can tell who that is.
You almost got me heated. Shit.
I cannot.
I feel like that was another reason why I put that at number 2.
No, Naruto, I love you.
No, I love you any fucking ways.
It's a
lie to
different
me.
feeling of anger when I think of those two.
Bro.
It is so. It makes. Dude, I don't like it at all. I can't. Never did.
The funniest line I've ever heard from Sakura was just straight. I finally caught up to these two. No, shut the fuck up. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't.
Oh my
No, the fuck you
God.
didn't. Sit
I
your
like
ass
how
down.
ain't nobody like I like how they didn't mention anything about it
They
because like
didn't.
everybody else knew. Like, what are you talking about, right?
I really wish they made this frame where everyone looked at her when she said that. I was like, now who is she talking
No one
to?
acknowledged her though when she said that. No one did.
No one did.
Tsunade actually fought, like, so.
Like Tsunade, yeah, Tsunade fought.
Okay. By the way, I haven't watched Naruto in 3 years. I want to say, or like the whole show in a long time. Am I remembering this wrong, or does Tsunade get cut in half at some point?
Yeah, she does. But I think it was from pain, maybe. And
No. It was definitely Madara.
Oh, was it? Madara?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
Madara,
I remember
no. She got cooked by
slimes-
Madara and them.
Her
That-
slimes put her together, and
I thought it was
Karin.
Orochimaru.
No, Karin. Her slimes kept her alive, and then Karin came through.
Yeah.
Dude, that's always been in the back of my mind. I'm like, didn't she get like sliced?
Yeah, she got bodied.
Nope.
Madara
She got
said,
all like shriveled up and nasty looking,
Yeah.
and Orochimaru was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh yes.
And it's funny that Orochimaru would be like, "Look at you."
Look at
his
Nobody
you.
helps
ugly
her, though.
snakeskin ass.
yeah.
No,
Nobody
yeah,
helps
I know he helps her. He
Yeah.
brings God into her.
Yeah.
He likes suck on some of this.
If you want my take on it, number 1 Naruto, I 100% agree.
Yeah,
Like,
I was about
it
to
was
say,
my
like,
number 2,
before-
so I agree with it to be at number 1.
Like I said, just in conclusion, fantastic show except for the idiot duo who I absolutely despise, Sasuke and the absolute loser king the girl pink hair clown.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on to the final end of the big 3. We got
Yes.
Arc with One Piece.
Yes, sir.
We
This
got the
year
dynamic
is
duo on the screen as we speak.
My favorite. Yes, sir.
They are.
Okay, my overall favorite thing about this anime is like the interactiveness. Like, you may not know about, like, think of it like at the beginning, but like once you like reach like towards the end and you get all caught up where you're not like all like or binging anymore, like then you start putting together theories like what's gonna happen, like what ends up happening at the end of this, what is the One Piece, how are they gonna go about it and everything. And I just love that like I can talk to everybody about it.
Not to like cut you off, but I think you mean like world building is how you would describe what you
Yeah, like, and then like Oda himself says like all of that, just world building.
Like they said, Jack, this is back to the lobby. We can talk about anything at any moment. Shit can cut off, cut in, fuck it.
Yeah.
like
That's a good explanation.
Point.
Yeah. That's
Really
a good
quick.
explanation of it, because that's what Oda said it was. He was like, if you start watching at this point or start reading from this point on, that's fine, because all this was just contextualization of what the world is. And
That's
so
why I'm like,
yeah.
I agree with you on that. The world in One Piece there's a reason why it's still not like it still trends worldwide.
Yeah.
Or it's
Like,
still, and it's not
has
even
so
done.
Many layers.
It's still
the layers of
going.
that show are insane.
And it's amazing. And like personally, while watching, I don't like think of it or anything, right? But they do like bring in like world topics like slavery, racism. They bring in all the like
100%.
stuff into it, and like you don't even notice it until you like sit down and like start thinking about the show and like what's going on. That like, oh my god, all that's in there. And like, I don't know, I was just like captivated because I found out about this show in like 7th grade, and around that time, not even the It was before 500 episodes were aired, I think.
So
If I'm
is
thinking
this
correctly.
Sabaody?
Uh, I because when I caught up, it took me like I think 2 months to catch up, and it was right around the fight, the
Marine Ford?
Marine Ford fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Marine Ford War. Yeah, that's when I caught up,
No.
and I've been watching since. So like I
London.
definitely have
How much of the
investment.
sorry, or just real quick, how much of the show have you seen?
I haven't watched a crazy amount. Like I'm still like,
How much would you say
I
that?
haven't even
Like,
got to time skip. I will not let
no,
you.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Time skip is fine. Like, dude, time skip is by the way like
dude.
600 episodes
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
So
I haven't got to time
Like,
skip.
it's
I was
fine
at
to
like
say you haven't gotten to
I
time
got to like
skip.
300. Like I'm starting
Okay,
to
so
skip
okay.
filler.
be honest. All three or all two of you guys, be honest. Did you cry in any of the backstories?
Yes.
I did multiple
Yes.
times.
Um,
Nami's
yes,
backstory,
but
like okay, Nami's backstory,
I don't know about
it
backstory.
was very close. Chopper's the one that made me cry.
Oh, Choppers is
Oh.
Chopper,
that's my number one backstory.
Chopper
Yeah,
dropped
that was
I
sad.
already know
two
that
tears.
Yeah,
Just-
I know this about Jack. That's his most like emotional
Yeah.
backstory
like
in all
the
of
one
One Piece right there.
like Nami
But-
Nami made sense because it was genuine. It made sense to why she did it. There was good story behind that. Chopper
Okay,
was that times 10.
okay. Jag. Okay, so you cried at that one, right, Jag?
Yes.
Okay.
Cry
My
would be
question
an
is,
understatement.
did you watch Law's
I
backstory?
know Laws with
Okay.
what's his name? Kazan.
I'd say
Corazon?
Corazon.
Yeah.
I'd say that's very comparable
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. The
But like,
only
that's
time I
why
cried was when Ace
I
died.
What
That,
happened?
that might be a little generic to say, but that's the only time I cried was when Ace died.
Really? In the
Yeah.
whole show?
The whole show. That's the only time I cried.
No way, man.
'Cause
When
usually,
Luffy loses his friends at Sabaody and he's like banging his head on the ground and crying.
no, I didn't cry. Like usually, I'm kind of like like what's going on during anime, but like I don't know. That one kind of got me.
That's
And
crazy. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't cry at that. I had no emotion at that. To be honest.
I cried in your like.
Maybe it's because I felt like Ace was in maybe 20 episodes. Maybe giving him that credit is too
Maybe.
much already. And it's
But
like,
maybe it's just because like I have a brother, So I was like thinking of it more like that, like losing a brother, like that terrible, Because like usually I don't like put myself in those shoes. Don't like think of it that way. But right there, it gets you if you think about it like that.
Yeah,
it got a lot of people. 100%
Yeah.
people.
That's why I don't like saying it because it feels kind of generic. But that's just like that's the only part that actually got me.
No.
I have not, like I said, a lot of
Yeah.
people cried at that, so I'm not gonna say you're wrong for crying at that. I couldn't for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just I wasn't as attached because, like you said, you had a reason to be attached.
Yeah.
Well, not attached to Ace himself, but you could relate to the situation.
The idea of like a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole Chopper thing just felt so, for me and a lot of people, I guess, because London knows, like that felt like absolute destruction, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Or we talked about this, so I'm not gonna go on about it because this is your time to talk. But you know what I mean. That backstory was. It's like Oda
that gets you too.
wanted to
Yeah,
tear you
that
little
got me too
pieces.
hard.
Yeah.
So
I can still see his little face holding the mushroom.
on me,
Like here, doctor, let me save you.
Don't say it, dude. That like hurts so
Ugh.
much. I got you.
all right.
Mushroom, whatever. Or just continue.
Okay. Speaking of backstories, just let me throw in a little spoiler for who hasn't watched it and something you may not know. So, Zoro's backstory, right? The girl.
Yeah.
You know about Zoro's backstory?
Yeah.
London?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so the girl dies, right? His competitor,
Yep.
who's supposed to be his competitor.
Yeah.
Do you know how she dies?
Oh, I know this.
What was she? What was it? Was like something really like I forgot exactly how she.
They
died.
said she fell down the stairs. And
Yeah. That's what I. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So, in Japanese, if you search up what does falling down the stairs mean in Japan, it means suicide. So she committed suicide.
Oh my.
goes highly unnoticed, and I was very
Yo.
shook up when I found that out
Oh.
because like it makes sense to me. Like why that would happen because she was like very depressed because like she had like high aspirations, like of being like a swordsman, right?
Nah, you got
But like
me
there it is,
shook.
right there in the like right there in the word, you know, it's swordsman, and like it's the gender inequality that she faced that like led her to
Nah,
suicide.
you got me shook. Oh. Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
like,
That got me
pretty
shook.
heavy.
Hold on.
Isn't she like pretty young? Or when
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
super young.
She's very young.
She
I
was
feel
like,
that's a
what
heavy
was she
topic.
like?
I hope
s-
Oda
I-
That
knows-
was.
She
I
was
hope
like
Oda knows
like
how to
7, 8.
handle
Was she
that.
like 7, 8 or something?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
young. That's why I'm like, I
Very
hope
young.
Oda knows how he wants to handle that.
Yeah,
'cause
that's-
really.
yeah,
I don't
that-
think he's gonna go back to it. I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna
I
go back
hope
to it.
not.
I think it's
I
done.
hope no. That gives
Great
her.
topic.
That gives
I
Zoro
get-
more of a reason to be number
that-
one.
That I think it makes very great sense for him not to go back to that because he said falling down the stairs and only like certain people would know what that even meant. And as you know, Japanese people, I don't think they would.
Like
really
I feel like
you know,
that's
they
a
would
good detail like
understand it.
people
Yeah.
of the show would want instead of
Yeah.
just kind of being thrown at your face because
It's a good detail if you're there to like stick throughout the end of the show.
yeah, it's a very good detail. And yeah, that's overall. I'd say all of us the list that we had. Of course, there's some changes I could have made that you guys could have possibly made. Doesn't matter which. I do like the list, and now I have two that should have probably made the list, or either should have made the list, or I'd say that was a very close.
I
Go
sent
ahead.
Giffies.
So yeah, let me just gift this actually.
Or just to ask real quick, besides Zoro and Luffy, who would
Okay.
you say is your favorite character?
Okay.
The-
Hold up.
And I hold up, people. If this ever blows up, if anyone
There's
ever actually watches
Yes.
this,
So many I
at any
want to
point,
say.
I want to say one thing. If this man says law,
Okay,
I want to
okay.
say about a year ago, I argued with him about how
Yes.
much I liked the law, and he
Yes.
argued against me against the character. I just want to say that.
Law is a top tier character, but I would want to say Corazon, just because like the like emotional, the self sacrifice that was there.
Oh, that
But
was
like yeah, like that's Chad level sacrifice right there.
yeah.
And then for the same purposes, I wanted to say Kuma. Those are the two people that came to mind.
Yeah,
Kuma is pretty trippy.
Those
I'll be
are
honest.
the two people that came to mind. Other than that, there's people that like haven't fully been introduced to the show that like at some point later on in the future I'd probably want to say them. But at this moment, it wouldn't feel right to say them because I don't know shit about them.
London, before you elaborate on that, just one last thing. Arjun, what's your opinion on my boy Smokey?
Smoker.
And then London, I want to hear your opinion on Smoker too, if you remember who that is.
At the moment, I
Uh,
feel like he's more of like a meme character that's like a friend in the government that will at some point help out the Straw Hats like directly rather than letting them get out of there. You know, I think he'd be directly helping them because Smoker. Okay, I say Smoker himself too is a Chad because the government is like screwed up because they're giving like Smoker credit and stuff, and he doesn't want this credit from
That-
like you know, like
I
Yeah.
just want to. This is why I wanted to ask because I don't know your guys' opinion on it, but I think Smoker is so underrated. He's such
Yeah.
a goat in
yeah.
so many ways, in too many ways, bro.
He-
What he
he's-
does for his
he-
crew on
Yup.
Punk Hazard, what he
Yup.
does for his crew was so dope, bro. Like, who wants to fight Doflamingo? Who has the stones to fight Doflamingo? By the way, if I saw Doflamingo, I don't care if he's wearing a pink coat. I'd be like, nah, chief, let me lick your shoes clean. I know what those strings can do, bro.
Yeah,
I'll lick
I
your
mean,
shoes clean.
Like he knew he wasn't winning that, and he was there. He to do his best, and Aokiji. Oh my god, the way Aokiji
I don't know what
pulled
to
up
say.
just
I
froze the
don't know what to
shit
say
out
about
of him.
Aokiji.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about Aokiji because of what the current.
Yeah, but what you told me has
Yeah,
me feeling different ways.
Okay,
about
okay. I told you that, right? Okay, but you remember Sanji? You remember who he was with, right? On Whole Cake?
Yes.
He
Yes.
kidnaps her, because she's apparently able to
Who kidnapped her?
Aokiji
Bruh.
for the man, the myth, the
Bruh.
legend. Because she since she got like trace eyes, she's apparently supposed to be able to naturally be able to the scriptures. I don't want to even say anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could talk about this later because
Yeah.
London, go ahead. And yes, London,
Yeah. Okay.
that is a good pick.
This-
my guy.
This probably, honestly, I would 100% take over Blue Lock or even Aoshi. Like, I feel like Aoshi was still
Wait. London, would you the original Duel Monsters?
not the complete original. I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh as a whole.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
This is Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
as a
I was gonna
whole.
say, Duel Monsters, no chance.
Like, I still have a very like, if you want to talk about my favorite arc or my favorite show of it, GX.
Just your overall.
Yes,
views
sir. This
on
is
the
my
show.
favorite too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I love
Alright.
Arjun. I had this ready to send because
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, for Yu-Gi-Oh, this was again another piece of a gateway. This show was really good. The storytelling wasn't the craziest, but it was still deep enough to where you kind of had to rewatch the show just so you can get a piece of information that you forgot about. And that's what I love about it. And plus, it's a card game. You can play you can literally play this.
You
like,
could be the character in real
Yeah.
life. If
Which
you really want.
we
Yeah.
tried.
Oh,
We
I
tried to
think-
become
I
these.
think I saw someone with
the dual disc.
yeah.
Oh,
I
bro,
never
I-
thought-
you see
I
that?
made a cardboard one. Me
to
and,
this
Daniel.
day, one day, if I get big enough and just get lots of money, you're going to see in the background Dragon Ball stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't
know
care.
where I saw it, but I saw it in person and it opened up. Like just like this right here. It opened up.
Yeah,
That's
And it was
Bro.
kind of dope, but I couldn't like stay to look.
like it, like
I don't know where it was. But
no,
yeah, okay.
because it was the reason why is because Yu-Gi-Oh was such a big part of a lot of people's childhoods. Because again, when you heard Yu-Gi-Oh, you thought this was American. This was American enough. They literally had a guy named Bandit Keith with an American hoodie.
This is my cartoon right here.
This is the one that people said this was a cartoon, but was actually anime. Biggest bombshell to ever drop.
I would say a lot of people still consider it cartoon, just
Yeah.
because that's how they remember it.
Just how they remember it.
I know it's an anime, but a lot of people still remember it as their childhood cartoon.
Yeah, and it's just Yu-Gi-Oh is such a big part of people's childhoods that I feel like it could, honestly, it could be as high as 3. I would 100% take Yu-Gi-Oh over Demon Slayer, like basically 90% and then 10%.
It wouldn't enter my top 3 ever, personally.
Yeah.
For
But,
me personally, I like the show. Most of the show is fantastic, but I play the game in real life more, so it's a little different for me. Why the show's special?
I do play the game. I played Master Duel, and I haven't really played against the whole TCG, like the genuine card, tabletop card game. Like I haven't played it that much, but just the show's moments, like who doesn't remember Exodia Obliterate and Kaiba got sent? Like I literally use Shadow Realm in this podcast. That's how much of an impact it made on my goddamn childhood life.
As a kid, I never really knew why they were on bikes, though. To be honest.
I know. High Seas was the more out of all the more
adult
was the more adult one.
It was more adult version. I kind of had that little weirdish. Like I feel like the word that should be another one. What's the worst? What is the worst Yu-Gi-Oh in the opinion on that?
Zexal. I know you're gonna disagree with that. I hate Zexal.
I disagree, but we'll save that. But there's one more show I do want to talk about as well, which is gonna get some people riled. To
be honest, I don't have many shows to mention, so I'll just go based off what you're saying.
Yeah.
If
All right.
any comment on.
This show barely did not make it. Barely. This show barely didn't make it.
This is between you and Art. I don't.
This is a good show. I don't understand why anybody would like.
bare
riled up or attack you for it.
it
Like-
barely didn't make it.
Like this man right here was kind of godly. You know what I'm
Suspect.
saying?
Yeah, he was kind of a little suspect. Little bit
definitely
different.
suspect. He's
Oh, He was on the suspect
I
level
don't-
on 100. But there was
Who would I-
one thing I still believe to this opinion in general. I said yes to one of my friends just so I don't have people arguing over this. I didn't think Gon was a decent main character.
I would agree with.
It's
Because
just
it felt like
something
he didn't
about
care
him
very
just
much.
felt so out of just felt like, hey, I'm super
It's
like
just-
he had super
it's just-
smell,
Killua was always way better than
bro.
Killua didn't- and it was
Exactly.
handed to Killua.
It was,
Killua had to go through all of it.
He had to,
He was
like-
forced to go through all of it.
in my
because of his
opinion,
family.
honestly, I would much rather seen Killua's side of how he ran stuff, and then met Gon. Then it could have switched. I would have been fine. If it switched, okay, whatever. But I much rather have a show kind of more about Killua's backstory and how he met Gon and then the adventures they had with him.
Oh, for
Because
sure. I feel like Gon was able to too much with his fishing rod. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
yeah,
I wish that thing broke long before than I think it did. Did it
Yeah.
break? I think it did break.
I don't. Yeah, he did. Well, at least he
I
never
wish it
used it.
broke a long time before that.
But it's just like Gon as a main character was okay, like okay at best. Because even then, like at that arc where he literally turned giantly buff and used all of his anger because Kite died.
Well, I guess
just
at
like-
that time when the show was made, it was more like the main character's got to be the good guy.
Yeah, the
type
main
thing.
character
So
gotta be a
that's
good
why
guy.
it was because Killua, not everybody would see him as a good guy because
As a good
of
guy
his
because of
OPness.
his, or because of his more of like
That's
murderous
that's
family.
That sounded weird.
No, murdered. Like his murder family.
No, Legend.
No.
I'm not gonna
Anyways,
do that.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. But honestly,
Like I said, I don't know Hunter x Hunter well, but I know Arjun is like pretty passionate about like his views on Killua being a better lead or MC for the show. So it's dope to see you guys agree on that because
Yeah.
I guess like it
Yeah.
makes
my
sense.
favorite, in all honesty, was Hisoka.
I have
I just
one
don't
last one before we end off this
Not
whole.
his sussiness. But yeah.
You have one last
I
one
had
before
one,
we end.
but watch London send it right now.
Yeah.
But I'll let you send yours.
All right, the last one. This.
What are the?
Oh my
No,
god.
nah,
Yes.
not even close for me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The show for me again.
Wait,
this is one of the shows that
I just want to hear you say what this is before I think it's something.
this didn't
What
make
is
the
it?
cut.
What is this?
JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. Anyways.
This didn't make the cut.
I was gonna say we should kick out because there's a reason why Silva's not here.
Arjun, it has a big fan base. We're the
I know. Yeah, we're probably the minority.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I'm like I want him to say why he likes it, so
Okay.
it's fine.
So, this show. Now, of course, I can understand why people don't like this, and I can understand why people do
London,
like
don't worry about defending yourself. Just say what you
This is-
like.
No,
Yeah.
I like kind of talking like this way.
It's Arjun, like it feels kind of bad to crap on it already when we're the minority. That's
Oh
why
no,
I'm like,
no. I respect the minority and the other side as well. I'm like in my head I like how I form my likings is I can see the bad and the good and why people walk away and why people walk into. That's what I usually see in a show. JoJo,
I
I'll
would say
watch.
that's a respectable outlook because
Yeah.
there's not a lot of people that
Yeah.
would be willing to actually listen to the other side. Me
Yeah.
included in that, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue though.
So JoJo was again a weird show. It was not normal at all. This was a show that was so out of pocket that I think if you would have gave this to me when I was like 11, I would be so confused and I would just be like, who would watch this? But then and then when I just started to watch into it like this one time and just with the whole outlook of anything could happen. I don't care what it is. I just want something. And this show, it's not into like I'm not. I can talk about it every single day. Like if someone said, "Oh, I like JoJo," I would be like, I wouldn't rush to him and be like, "Oh, I love JoJo too." But I would be like, "Oh yeah, that's an okay show." This didn't make the cut.
What was it? The aesthetics of the show that stood out to you? Like
The aesthetics, yes, it was aesthetics.
Is for the people you've met that like the show, would they agree that it's mainly aesthetically why they like it?
It's yeah.
Or is the story
The
not,
story
again,
is
trying really hard not to crap on the show. Is the story good?
story. You could. It's a meh at best, honestly.
Because
required to watch
I know
it.
this sounds, how would you say it, like profiling, but is it? Do people just like the show aesthetically? Because if it's the aesthetic, I don't like this aesthetic, and it's the same thing with mobile Gundam
aesthetic.
suits or mechs. I don't like that aesthetic. I don't like that concept.
Honestly, it's for the fight scene. It's for fighting scenes and aesthetic. If you want story, this is not the place to go.
Yeah, that's why I'm like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like. I don't want to talk crap on the show because I know it's big, but I always feel like there's this like, what is the line that splits? Because there's a line. There's people. There's no in between where it's like, yeah, it's a meh show. No, it's like there's literally people that love it, and then there's people that could care less for it.
Yeah,
I've never met someone that's like, oh, it's a decent show. It's either, oh yeah, JoJo's dope.
I
It's
say
what people say. Or I don't
JoJo.
see the show or I don't care about the show.
I'm this one person that say JoJo's decent. I'm the one because
You
look,
would say it's
it's decent. It is.
What
It
do you
is.
mean decent though? Like in terms of, I'm not like again not trying to attack you. I know that sounded rude, but
No.
what would you mean by decent though?
It's like this. This is like this. If you want to watch anime for fight, like okay, if you want to watch anime for the fighting, you first go to Dragon Ball, then you kind of go to this. Then if you go there, and then if you don't like this, you can find something else because this is not like people say. Oh, this is peak. This is the good stuff. No, it's not. It's the show is decent. I love the fight scenes. The animation's crispy. I love the animation. It's pretty crispy. And the aesthetic is nice. I like the show for those reasons. For story wise,
That
Can be
makes
that
sense
way.
to me.
the
Your
story wise
position is
could care less.
defended well, I would say, in the sense of what you're saying. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Cause it's
That-
funny.
it's just
It's a
the-
little funny. I like the funny
That's why
bits.
I'm like that's why. Okay, and then my last question in terms of, I just want to see something.
Yeah.
If you guys were to compare Hunter x Hunter to any modern anime, anything past 2012, I would say. Yeah, 2012. What is Hunter x Hunter closest to currently?
Hunter
Anything
x Hunter
past
itself,
2012.
because they just keep remaking it.
Because they kept remaking
No,
it.
clearly.
Oh
not.
my god. Okay.
Like, obviously including any remakes of Hunter x Hunter.
No, I knew that was just a joke.
It's like mostly a lot of the shows recently now, especially with the Hunter x Hunter stuff. It's a lot of shade. Like you can see the shades
know.
of Hunter x Hunter in some shows.
No,
There-
I would say Hunter x Hunter has like an original story that
It's
can't
really
be copied
original.
because
But
Be-
I'm just saying, similarity-wise, is there any show that stands
Like
out?
what do you
In
what do you
any
mean
way.
in the story
Like,
or
any-
characters?
Okay,
It doesn't have to be a one-to-one copy in
Okay, are
any
we-
way. Just like anything that just kind of seems like, this can be the new gen. Like you could compare Black Clover to Naruto, not in every way,
Yeah,
but in a decent amount.
just about every way, I'd say.
It's like I really can't think of anyone, at least from what I'm seeing.
No,
because
I'm trying because I feel like someone who tries to follow in someone else's footsteps because they want to know.
oh, they want to know,
What they're
yeah,
like-
because he
like-
wanted to know his dad.
So that is like the main,
I mean,
I guess, plot of the story, right? So he's going on an adventure because he wants to be in someone else's
yeah.
shoes, to know somebody
to
else,
know someone else.
to know somebody else.
I mean,
Okay.
What show is like that? That's what we got.
There's one show I can say, but I don't want to make this contrast because you guys are gonna absolutely break my head. MHA, my boy Midoriya, wants to be All Might in every way, shape, and form.
I can see that actually.
But
I can't be
don't
mad at
wanna
that. I
limit
see it.
You guys to MHA
but-
anyway.
No,
Yeah,
I
I wouldn't compare
I'm
it
going
to
with
that.
I'm going with him. I see it. because it
You're
makes
going with
sense. Like,
MHA?
yeah,
How
What-
much
okay,
of the
what is the
MHA have
story-
you seen?
not honestly. Ever since after, I
Go
know
ahead.
like when they started. I think it was during like after the whole giant fight with all for one. Yeah. As soon as they put
like-
it, it's like your next Midoriya. Like that was when I think I
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay.
Here's why I wouldn't compare it. Because if we're talking about like the like story that like starts it, right? It's more of like he needs a like he has a mentor. You know, the mentor's trying to just like make him the next hero. But it's not like he's trying to be the next like hunter or something like that. It's just because the hunter is like a organization. There's like millions of them. He does. It's just like a resource, really.
Yeah.
He just wants to know his dad because he never met his. He wants to be like, why did my dad leave me? What's out there that my dad left me? I don't think that would be related to My Hero Academia.
Well,
Because
Deku doesn't know his father, so I'm just saying, bruh.
If
I'm
anything,
just saying.
I would personally loosely compare My Hero Academia to One Piece.
Deku's dad really
No.
just left to grab the milk, bruh.
Because there's like an idol that he's trying to become like. But like I personally, I don't want to do that. I
Yeah,
don't want to compare those two. But I definitely wouldn't compare Hunter x Hunter and MHA.
Okay,
In
the-
terms of,
like,
go ahead, Lynn.
yeah, okay. Like, I'm gonna explain this on that side. Is there, like, in my head, like, I know my anime list isn't very deep, so I can't run deep in my bag and be like, oh yeah, I have a show that, like, that most of the time resembles. But in new gen, at least from that standpoint, like, if we're, like, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, this, that, and the third, it's like, My Hero at least fits the glove at least to like that, like it's starting to like it got to the two, like it's like out of the fingers, like you know how you put on a glove where all the fingers fit in. Like I see
Yeah.
2 fingers going into there, and then the 3 is kind of like
I
kind of
understand what you're saying.
struggling.
In Arjun, just to, from why I would compare it to My Hero, there's like 3 things. It's the thing of like, first of all, just the whole thing of like our main character wanting to be someone, right? And then the main character not okay, I don't want to say this, but the main character not really being the main character. There's always someone people consider better. Because in My Hero, let's be honest, dude, the people like Bakugo and Todoroki more than Midoriya in every way.
Oh, I think like
Like-
my favorite character when I kept watching it was literally what was it? What was his name? It was the dude with the bird, like the shadow demon, whatever it was. I forgot his name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like
Tokiyami?
Tokiyami.
Oh, okay.
Something
uh,
like that.
Like, I'll pull it. up.
But like expanding on that whole thing of like the main character not even really feeling like that main character. Then also there's the obsession character where you have Hisoka being obsessed with Gon, and then you have what's the guy's name? The main villain in My Hero. Ashiragi, something like that. I can't remember. White-haired guy that can
Yeah,
deteriorate.
the one with
Has
the
this
snake,
weird
like hand
obsession
on his
with
face.
Midoriya. Yeah, has this weird obsession with Midoriya wanting to be #1 hero, and it's like that weird vibe. It just gives. I'm not saying by any means they're the same shows, but it just feels very similar in that fact that there's just like this weird creepy guy. What is his name? It's bothering me.
What?
I can't.
The
It starts with like an M or something.
Whatever his name is, right? Very much feels of that creepy vibe, and then the whole thing of like, not really giving Midoriya the spotlight and making him a weird MC. Green hair, by the way, both of them having green hair. Just want to say that.
wow.
That's
The
why I
main-
was comparing it to the
Look,
most
the
recent,
difference
and I
is
feel
green
maybe
hair.
That's why I stay away from it, because in my mind, for some reason, I see something
Tomura.
resemblance in my
Oh,
opinion.
Tomura.
Like
should-
this,
Shigaraki.
like
Shigaraki,
this is.
there we go.
I like this character because like the Tokiyami, literally because he like his like from what I saw, like bro, having a literal shadow creature and plus the
Oh no,
fact
that's dope. No, I have nothing.
That
against
guy's dope, yeah.
yeah, I was like, okay, hold on, he's got a heat. That's kind of heat.
Me and Ark talked about this at one point. We hate the show. but I think we did say this guy was
Oh,
cool. I
no.
think this guy, we said this guy
Yeah,
apart.
yeah. We
is
chose this guy specifically.
No. I feel like my thing is people don't hate the show; they hate the fandom. That is the issue.
No, because I don't really talk to a lot of My Hero supporters.
I don't.
No,
either.
so-
And
I know
what
you
mean by
don't
the
talk
fandom,
about it,
like,
but
the
this
community
show,
itself.
like especially with the reputation that the my MHA fandom has, it just is for me. It was just overwhelming. Like if I watch the show, people are gonna put me in that group of like, oh, you're one of those people. And I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it.
I don't know if that's why I would say stay away from the show necessarily. I just, dude, like, I don't want this to become a rant against My Hero. I know it's a popular show, but I just don't like a lot of what My Hero is. It feels like there's 60 main protagonists because they change who they want to focus on every 2 seconds. We had last season basically felt like the season of the villains. Then we had the season
It really was,
focused on,
because the heroes weren't even a part of it.
and then we had Todoroki's whole thing, like, and then we had the running guy's whole storyline. The first part of the show felt like Midoriya versus Bakugo, anyways. Like, which one of them was better?
Who was
And I
better?
hated
And now
that.
it's like,
And then-
oh, what about these characters? Like they
Yeah,
like at least they care about
like,
their side
literally.
characters, but literally like this is too much of the side characters.
And then, like, the whole feeling of Midoriya has, one for all. And I know it's probably hard to master, but are you kidding me, bro? Dude, for how much he studies and knew about All Might, he's pretty bad on wielding the power.
No, he sucks.
Well,
He literally broke it
because
like in his body.
He has more than just.
That's
All
why I
Might
said not now.
power. Yeah.
That's why I said not.
Yeah.
I know what's up. That's why I said it took. But Arjun, the first 3 seasons was my boy shattering his bones and acting like a pathetic little boy. And I know that's mean, very rude to
Well,
say
it's
because
facts, though.
he was young.
And no,
He
it was
just-
facts. It
like,
was
compare-
facts. He's not
Compare
wrong.
my boy Yuji fighting a special grade in his first week in being in JJK, losing a hand. His full arm is gone. And my boy's like, I'll still try to fight. I will still try.
Yeah. He don't.
And
It do not matter. He's running.
Again, okay. I just wanted to bring up this. I don't know. I want to ask if you guys think this counts as an anime, and if it does, it might have made my list. If it doesn't, I want to save this for the other episode we might do at some point. But what would you guys consider this as? Hold up. What do you guys consider this as?
Anime.
Cartoon or anime?
Anime. That's anime.
Yeah. Oh. Like literally, my childhood and my anime side is clashing right now.
If it's Japanese, it's anime.
It's not
Anime
It is.
is
It
like-
is. That is the. That is
Or
the
it's
definition. That is the
John,
definition. So yeah, I'm agree with them. This is anime.
I watched something in Japanese about this shit.
If anything, I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. And
Oh.
even if so, I believe it was never. Its original was dubbed. By the way, I don't think it ever had a sub, and if it did, it was made after.
I still say this was anime because honestly, the animation style was pretty damn close.
So you guys consider it anime more than cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation style was way too beautiful to not be considered a cartoon. When you think of cartoons, you think of Tom and Jerry. This isn't Tom and Jerry.
Dude, I don't know.
Level.
Teen Titans had some pretty drippy freaking.
Tyson, oof. That's a completely
I don't want to
different.
get into this stuff. This is the juice. Now I feel like you guys are gonna steal
Yeah,
this from
okay.
me in the cartoon episode.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. Let's just say. So do you want to keep this for the next episode,
No.
or do you want to say it now?
This is up to you guys. What do you count this as? Anime?
I count this.
I would have counted it as anime personally.
All right.
The
and then-
animation
so
style
now
of
the
this
vote
was
is on
anime
you.
style.
Okay, so I can't use this, so this won't be used. This is not counted. But
So-
yes, if this is anime, then I wanted to bring it up now. Then this
Yeah.
might have made my list because I watched it when I was very young, and I loved it so much. I loved this show. Fantastic show.
Yeah.
Loved it. It
Yeah.
was great. It felt like another Dragon Ball to me. The fact that, like, for being a kids show, it was so good. It was disgustingly good.
Yeah.
Like, compare this to, like, my life as a teenage robot. Like, this
Yeah.
was so much better.
Like this is night and day.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's so hard to even say it's a cartoon because it just had that god anime aura around
Yeah.
it.
Well,
That's all. That's my conclusion. I don't have that'd be it for me
Yeah,
in terms of this topic.
yeah. All right. That will be the end of Back to the Lobby. This was fun. I love this. This is honestly,
It was lit.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Dude, I did. Honestly, you guys had so many different twists on your list than I would have thought. Like
Yeah.
100%. Though, okay, I knew DBZ though, but I would have never guessed Naruto would have been on your list. First of all,
Yeah.
London, I didn't know you cared about it.
I cared.
Aoshi blew me out of the water when you sent that. I was like, that's dope. I was like, that's a dope pick.
Yeah.
I was like, that's dope. And then Arjun out of the blue with Classroom of the Elite already. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like that off the rip though, it was crazy.
I was like, damn. I was like, that's pretty good. I was like, that's a pretty good pick. I was like, damn. This was a lot more different, and it was so much fun. Like, genuinely.
I didn't expect Bleach to be number 2, so I was like, yo, what's number?
Yeah, what?
That's why I was like, my number one is.
I was like, not Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
like this show was a mix. This was fun to do, and honestly,
I guess Jack is the best. You know.
Yeah.
The
OG
Bleach fan now.
OG Bleach fan now.
No, yeah. Now he's the OG.
He's the OG.
Bleach
I'll send the
now.
stream to him and be like, yeah, you won.
All right, wait.
No.
Let London wrap up the thing. Like.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Again, you're probably going into your next game as we speak. So let me just end this episode here. Thank you to Back to the Lobby. Now get back in those games.